ones we are with today.
nagira rero mbabwira ko ari umunsi utoroshye kuri twe
I would like to tell you it's not an easy day,
kandi bisaba ko tugomba kuwukoramo mu buryo bw'icyubahiro n'indangagaciro zacu koko.
and you have to do it in honor and in our values.
yabivuze kare Revera Rubibi wayoboye,
Our Reverend said it earlier.
turakora ibintu byose muri discipline yabyo,
We're going to do things in their own discipline,
duhereza agaciro icyo tugiye gukora
giving value what we're going to do,
n'amagambo ajanye n'igikorwa cy'uyu munsi
and the words following up with this act,
kandi arasa ku ntego y'uyu munsi.
and to direct to this act.
ubwo rero no kuba ko turaza gufata umuntu wese nibaza ko abantu baza gufata amagambo bafite programu imbere yabo,
I think people are going to be having their programs,
hanyuma mu buryo biza kudufasha bafata amagambo bamenye umwanya hayakoresha
which is going to help us know how to use
kugira ngo
time
gahunda zigende uko zateganijwe
so that programs go as they were planned
kandi mu isuku ryinshi cyane.
and when they are clear.
Reka rero nakire umuyobozi uyoboye gakondo hano mu Bugande,
Let me welcome the person leading our nation here in Uganda.
gakunze indorere, reka tambuke
Let him come forward
adufashe kwakira abatumirwa n'abashyitsi bose bari aho.
to help us welcome the guests here.
Muraho neza.
Are you fine?
Tunejejwe no kuba hano uyu munsi,
We're happy to be here today,
umunsi wo kwibuka intwari yacu y'ikirenga
a day in memory of our
ndetse n'izindi ntwari.
and other heroes.
Reka tubanze tubahe pole,
Let's first console you.
mukomere mwihangane,
Be strong and be patient.
ariko kandi uko dukomera twoye guheranwa n'agahinda,
And as when we had, let not be sudden all the time,
ahubwo dukomeze twibuke twiyubaha.
but let's commemorate as we build ourselves.
Tugeze mu mwanya wo kwakira abatumirwa.
We're in a time of welcoming our guests.
Turabashimira kuba mwabukereye mukaba mwageze hano mu kare.
We thank you for coming early.
Kubabona ukuntu mungana birashimishije.
Seeing you the way you are, it makes us happy.
Bigaragaza ko mwumva neza icyo mwaje gukora.
It shows that you understand what you came to do.
Turabakiriye rwose hano mwiyumve
You welcome here, feel yourselves,
kandi mugubwe neza.
and feel comfortable.
Biraza kutugora kugira ngo tubashe kuvuga buri wese.
It is very hard to talk about each and every
Twaza
one.
kugira abo dusiga,
We're going to leave out some people,
ariko mwumve mwese ko tubakiriye.
but feel that you've welcomed all of you.
Twateguye gusa ko tuza kwakira abantu mu matsinda.
We're going to welcome people in sessions.
Kandi ayo matsinda araturepresente twese.
Those stations are going to represent all of us.
Wiyumve ko uri muri iryo tsinda nawe.
Feel that you're in that session also.
Reka duhere ku bayobozi ba mituwarite bagenzi banje.
Let's start from the people that I work with.
Abayobozi ba mituwarite baza mituwarite zose muri iki gihugu cya Uganda.
Let all those people stand up,
Nabo bakorana bose.
and the people they work with.
Umuntu wese wumva ko akora muri mituwarite.
Everyone that works in
Izo
it.
mituwarite nzo zigize gakondo duhagarariye.
People that are in leading the nation.
Mwese aho mwicaye muve hasi.
Wherever you're standing, you seated, you can
Abantu
stand
bose
up.
bakora muri mituwarite uhera ku bayobozi babo n'abandi bose bakoramo muhaguruke.
You can all stand up.
Twari twavuze ko baza kwicara hamwe hariya bose birashoboka ko batabashe kumenyekana.
We had said that they are all going to be seated
Navuze
together.
n'abahano Kampala n'abahandi hose abantu bose bakoramo n'abajyanama mwese muhaguruke mbaye mbona muri bake.
All people that work in it here in Kampala,
Twese
the
duhaguruke.
advisors, let all of us stand.
Bavandimwe bayobozi
Dear leaders,
turabakiriye.
we welcome you.
Tunabashimira ku mirimo y'indashikirwa
And the great works you
muhora
do,
mukorera ubwoko uko bukeye nuko bwije.
the works you're doing for the nations every day.
Umutwaro uracyaremereye.
The burden is still heavy.
Ibikorwa biracyari byinshi.
The acts are very many.
Bisaba n'ubundi ko twongera ubwitange mu bwo twari dusanganywe.
We're supposed to give out than we were
Kugira
doing,
ngo tuzasoze igikorwa n'ishema.
so that we can end what we started.
murakoze mwicare hasi.
Thank you. You can sit down.
Nanone reka twakire ubuyobozi bw'abarwanashaka.
Let's welcome the group of
Abarwanashaka
patriots
bose mu turere twose.
from all cities.
Twese turi abarwanashaka.
We all patriots,
Ariko nari mvuze abaduhagarariye.
but I'm asking people leading us.
Abayobozi bacu muhaguruke mwese.
Our leaders, you can stand up.
Murakoze cyane bavandimwe.
Thank you so much, brethren.
Mugize neza.
You've done well.
Aba bagabo bagira umurimo ukomeye n'abamama.
These men and women have a great
Bakora ku
work.
manywa na nijoro.
They work day and night.
Batubereye maso
They are always awake
kugira ngo ababyeyi bacu bari mu gihugu basigaye mu gihugu
so that our parents who remained in the country,
bazareke kubura ico barya.
so that they can't starve.
Ntibakabura umuti
Let them fail to get
n'ikindi cyose
medication
cyaba ngombwa ku buzima.
or any other thing.
Ndibwira ko amafaranga tujya dutanga
The money we give out
yo gukora uwo murimo
of doing that work,
kenshi ava mu mbaraga z'aba bantu.
most of the time it comes from
Umurimo mukora turawuzirikana.
we value the work you
Ndimo
do.
ndabwira cyane abayobozi bacu bari aha ngaha.
Telling our leaders here,
Umurimo mukora turawuzirikana
we value the work you
kandi
do
tuwuha agaciro.
and we respect it.
Dukomereze aho tugeze,
Let's continue where we
ahubwo
are.
twongeremo imbaraga cyane.
Let's add more energy.
Tumaze kumva bamaze kutubwira ko Nehemiya
They've told us that Nehemiah,
yakoresheje imbaraga ze,
he used his power,
ubutunzi bwe,
he used his wealth
kugeza n'aho yitanze.
until when he gave out
Rero
himself.
dukomereze aho,
Let's continue from there.
Imana izabiduhembera.
God will bless us for
Murakoze
it.
cyane mwicare.
Thank you so much. You can see it.
Nanone dufite abashitsi,
We're having visitors.
ariko tutaragera ku bashitsi reka nakire abapasiteri.
Let me welcome pastors.
Abapasiteri nk'abayobozi bacu
Pastors as our leaders.
turabubaha.
We respect you.
Nari nsabye ngo muhaguruke.
I would request you stand up.
Mbanze mbavugire
Let me first say like
baraye
this.
bagenda
They came at night.
bahura na jambo ya Kampala.
They met a lot of traffic.
Bari bafite gahunda yo kuhagera kare tugatangizanya,
We were supposed to start with
ariko
them.
kubera izo mpamvu niyo mpamvu bageze hano basa n'abakerewe.
They delayed because of traffic.
Mu by'ukuri ntabwo byavuye mu bushake,
It wasn't because of their willing.
twabyumvise.
We've heard that.
Turabizi ko ari abagabo bagira ubushake,
We know that they work
bagira ishaka
willingly.
ndetse bagira n'umurava.
They work for it.
Bashyitsi bacu rero
Our dear guests,
twishimiye kubana namwe.
we're happy to be with you.
Twarabatumiye
We invited
muri
you
uyu muhango wo kwibuka intwari
in this commemoration
kandi mwaje.
and you came.
Kuba mwaje
Since you're here,
turabishimiye cyane.
we're happy for you.
Ndavugamo babiri.
I'm just talking about
Uyu
two.
mugabo muremure yitwa Eveke Rubogora,
This man standing is called Evek.
ni umuyobozi mukuru muri gakondo.
He's a great leader in our home.
Nanone hariho chairman uhagarariye za mituwalite mu gihugu cy'u Rwanda,
There is a chairman also leading people in
yitwa Mutwari
Rwanda.
Alexis,
He's called Ntwari Alex.
ni vice president wa gakondo.
He's the vice president in our
Turamushimira ko
country.
yumvise ko agomba kuza kubana natwe,
We're happy that he heard that he should come here
bakaba bazanye n'abavandimwe bangana batya
and came with these relatives
kugira ngo tubashe kubana.
so that we can
Nanone
be
turi kumwe na
together.
Mzee Kayira,
Still with Mzee Kaila.
aratuzirikana. aratuzirikana.
He loves us.
Murabizi ko ubushize twari turi kumwe.
Last time we were with him.
N'aba bavandimwe bombi twari turi kumwe ico gihe.
Even these other
N'ubundi kandi
brethren.
bumvise ko tugomba kubana.
Then they felt we should be with them
Kubana
again.
natwe kwanyu.
Being with us,
Tubihaye agaciro.
we honor it.
Imana ibaho umugisha.
May God bless you.
Turaza kubaha umwanya w'amagambo
We're going to give you time,
kandi dufite inyota zo kubumva.
and we are eager to hear you.
Mwicare.
You can see it.
Nanone twifuje kwakira
We would like to welcome
umuryango wa Lieutenant General
of our general,
Rukunda Michel Makanika.
the family of our general,
Turimo twubaka uyu munsi.
as we commemorate this day.
Twifuje kwakira umuryango we hano.
We would like to welcome
Famille
his family
restaurant
here.
bohaguruka
The whole family can stand,
nabo tukabakira.
and we also welcome them.
Bavandimwe turabishimiye
Our brethren, we're happy for you,
kandi turabashimira kuba mwarakomeye.
and we thank you for being strong.
Turabashimira kuba dufatanya muri ibi bikorwa.
We're happy that we're working together in these
Mwagaragaje koko
activities.
mukomoka ku Ntwari.
You showed that you come from a hero.
Dufite ibyiringiro ko tuzakomeza kubana namwe
We have hope that we'll be together,
kandi ubutwari mufite buzakomeza buvomerere n'abandi bose.
and also the heroiness you have.
Harimo abana batoya,
They have
harimo
children.
mama,
There is the
harimo
mother.
abavandimwe hirya no hino.
There are brethren.
Kuba rero turi kumwe hano uyu munsi,
Since we're together today,
Imana ibahe umugisha.
may God bless you.
Mwicare hasi.
You can sit down.
Turasa n'abarangije kwakira abantu,
We finishing to welcome people.
ariko nagiraga ngo ngire ico mvuga
Let me say something.
kuko ntari buze kubona uwundi mwanya wo kuvuga.
Since I won't get any other
Reka
time,
ntangire nshimira gakondo
let me thank
yatekereje ko
nation.
tugomba kwibuka ku nshuro ya mbere.
who thought of commemorating for the
Ubwo nibwo
first
twibutse
time.
ku nshuro ya mbere intware yacu y'indashikirwa
It is the first time we're commemorating our
kuba
leader,
barabiteguye
since they prepared it,
bakumva ko tugomba kubikora.
and they say we should do it.
Turabashimiye cyane.
We thank them.
Turashimira abavandimwe b'abayobozi bagenzi bacu batuye muri kino gihugu cya Uganda
We also thank the relatives of our
twafatikanyije
brethren,
gutegura bino birori
the one we organize together
aho
this
bari
function,
bava hose,
wherever they are,
guhera na Kivara ukagera Fort iri ya ruguru.
starting from Nakivara to
Abantu
Fort.
babo bose bari hano, abayobozi bari hano,
All the leaders are here,
kandi twarafatakanyije muri ibi bikorwa.
and we work together.
Kuba mubona hano hasa neza,
If here it looks
ni
good,
ibitekerezo byiza baduhaye.
it's the great ideas they gave us.
Turabashimiye bavandimwe.
We thank you, brethren.
Turashimira nanone abayobozi ba hano Kampala,
We thank the leaders of Kampala,
cyane cyane komisiyo yari ishinzwe gutegura kino gikorwa.
especially the commission that was preparing this.
Mwaritanze mwaraye amajoro,
You spent this night.
twakoze amanywa n'ijoro
We worked day and night
kugira ngo uyu munsi tuzagira umunsi usa neza.
so that we'll be having a
Kuba
nice day.
dufite umunsi usa gutya,
Since we're having a day like
kuba
this,
abantu batwitabye,
as people attended to us,
niza mbaraga mwashizemo.
it's the strength you put in.
Twari twasabye ko teme iba iri hano, sinzi ukuntu mutayishizeho.
We had asked the theme to be,
Abari ku buhanga bw'ibyuma mushireho teme.
you should put the theme.
Twari twavuze ko igomba kunyura hano.
It should be here.
Kuki mutayishizeho, yanditse mu Cyongereza no mu Kinyarwanda.
The theme is written in English and
Bose
Kinyarwanda.
turabasabye ngo muyishireho.
We would request you to display it.
Teme yacu uyu munsi
The theme of today,
yanditse ivuga ko
it says,
ari ukwibuka intwari zacu,
it's to commemorate our heroes
duharanira kubaho kwacu
fighting for our own living
n'uburenganzira bwacu
and our liberty
bwo kwirwanaho.
of fighting for our souls.
Juste ndagira ngo mvuge gato kuri ibi.
Let me speak something about this.
Guharanira uburenganzira bwacu bwo kwirwanaho.
Fighting for our liberty to fight for our souls.
Uburenganzira ni iki?
What is the right or liberty?
Uburenganzira ni ububasha
It is the ability
umuntu ahabwa n'amategeko
one is given by the law
cyangwa n'amahame mpuzamahanga
or the principles
yo kuba uriwe,
or to be who you are
yo kuba umuntu
or to be a person
abantu bose bubaha,
all people respect
abantu bakunda,
or people love
abantu bumva ko ari umuntu.
and people get to know that you're a person.
Ubwo burenganzira
That liberty
amahame mpuzamahanga
the principles that bring us,
avuga ko butagomba guhungabanywa.
it says that it should not be disturbed.
Ubwo burenganzira bwo kubaho
That right of
ni
living,
uburenganzira ntayegayezwa.
it should not be shaken.
Ntawabutanze,
No one gave it out,
ntawe ushobora no kukwambura kubaho.
and no one can get it out
Imana
from
niyo
you.
yakuremye,
God is the one who created
kandi
you.
Imana niyo ishaka niyo ikwambura bwa buzima.
God is the one who takes out life,
Ariko nta muntu wundi wakagombye kubukwambura.
and there is no any other person who can take it out of
Igitumye
you.
mvuga uburenganzira,
Why I'm saying the right,
intwari zivuka ryari?
when a hero is born,
Iyo bwa burenganzira bwavogerewe.
when the right is disturbed,
Yes. Iyo uburenganzira bwavogerewe,
when the right is disturbed,
hakaza umuntu ushaka kukuvogera,
and there is someone who is,
akumva ko agomba kukubuza ubuzima,
and the one wants you to lose life,
ntabwo ntugomba kubyemera.
you should not accept that.
Amategeko ntabyemera kubyemera,
The law does not accept that.
amahame mpuzamahanga ntabyemera.
The principles also don't
Wewe
accept that.
ubyemeye kubera iki?
Why do you accept that?
Numba ubyemeye ubaye ikigwari.
You're not a fighter if
Uri
you
umugabo
accept that.
w'ikigwari,
You a weak man.
uri umugore w'ikigwari.
You a woman that is weak.
Niyo mpamvu wemera ko uburenganzira bwawe abandi babukwambura.
That's why you accept your rights to be taken away.
Ariko intwari irwanira uburenganzira bwayo.
But a hero fights for his rights.
Byaba ngombwa ikahasiga ubuzima.
If it's possible, then he lives life.
Kuko ntiwabaho nta burenganzira.
You can't live without having the right.
Hari ahantu hamwe gusanza mbona muri Bibiliya,
There is somewhere I talk about in the Bible.
baravuga ngo nibakubita umusaya,
If they slap one side of the cheek,
uzahindura undi.
then you should turn to the another one.
Abantu biga theology muzamudusobanurira cyane kuko abantu bamira bunguri.
People studying theological study should
Ni
explain to
nayo
us.
mpamvu Bibiliya itugoye kuyumva.
That's why it's becoming hard to understand the Bible.
Umuntu w'umugabo ukubitwa mu musaya,
A person who is slapped
agasubira agatega undi,
and then brings out the other side of the cheek.
nta mugabo burimo.
You're not a man.
Nta mugabo burimo.
You're not a man.
Nta gaciro aba afite.
You don't have value.
Aba ari igicucu.
You are a weak man.
Ariko umugabo nyamugabo arwanira uburenganzira
But
bwe.
a real man fights for his rights.
Umugabo arwanira uburenganzira bwe.
A man fights for his right,
akabuhagararaho,
stands on it,
akaburwanira,
fights for it,
byaba ngombwa akabupfira.
and if possible, he dies for it.
Izi ntwari nico zazize.
That's why our heroes died.
Bazize kwanga ko bamburwa uburenganzira bwabo.
They died because their rights were
Ababembe
taken away.
n'abapfurero ntibagomba kuvuga ngo ntitugomba gutura muri Kongo.
People in Congo who said that we should not live there,
Kongo ntabwo bayiremye.
they're not the one who created
Twese
Congo.
twarahisanze.
We all found ourselves there.
Niho iwacu.
That's our home.
Niyo gakondo.
It's our origin.
Nta yindi gakondo tugira mu isi.
We don't have any other origin on earth.
Nituyitakaza tuzabahe.
If we lose it, where are we going to stay?
Nico gituma tugomba gushiramo imbaraga zose,
That's why we should put much
tugashiramo
effort.
ubushobozi bwose,
We put all possibilities.
tugashiramo ubushake
We
bwose
put all the likingness
kugira ngo ubwo burenganzira bwacu bwo guhungabana.
so that our rights can't be affected.
Yes. Niki bisaba kugira ngo umuntu abe intwari?
What is needed for a person to be a hero?
Hari ico bisaba kugira ngo umuntu abe intwari.
There is something needed for a person to be a hero.
Intwari
A hero,
ndabwo rigomba kurerwa.
it should be groomed.
Abakurambere bacu
Our people that lead us,
kubera nyine nza mbona ko titwagize igihe cyo abandi baza bicaza abana
others bring their
bakagira ishuri
children,
ry'intwari,
then they give them lessons of
bakigisha
a
abana
hero.
kuba intwari,
They teach children to be heroes.
bakababwira ibirwi bikomeye
They tell them mighty things,
bagiye banyuramo,
great things they
bagafata
pass
umwanya
through.
uhambaye kugira ngo bakore ibyo.
They get great time
Ubwo ni
to do
ukubigisha
that.
no gukunda igihugu.
That's teaching them to love the country.
Yes. Tushobora kuba intwari udakunda igihugu.
You can't be a hero when you don't love the country.
Hagomba kubaho gukunda igihugu.
There should be loving the country.
Ugakunda igihugu,
You love the country,
ukumva ugomba kugikorera,
then you feel you should work for it
ukagihindura cyiza,
and make it good.
ukagihinga,
You dig it,
ukacyororeramo,
then you have your cattle,
kikaba igihugu kikubereye.
then it becomes a good country for you.
Yes. Kikaba igihugu kikubereye.
then it becomes a smart
ntabwo
country
igihugu
for
cyawe
you.
bigomba kuba kibi
Your country should not be bad
kubera ko ugikunda
because you love it.
ugomba kwiga gukunda igihugu
You should learn to love your country,
kandi tukakimenera amaraso
and we shed blood for it.
tukiga kuba intwari
Then we learn to be heroes.
tukumva ko nta wundi ugomba kuturwanirira.
Then we feel there is no any other person who can fight for us.
Nigeze kumva inkuru irambabaza
I heard a news that hurt
uko
me.
biri kose iminota yanjye ntirashira. Nigeze kumva inkuru irambabaza
I heard of a news that hurt me,
aho umwana ahaguruka atabaye
where a child stands to fight for a country.
nyina na se bagatabara n'abandi bavandimwe bose
Then the mother and the relatives go and fight.
bamufatira mu nzira bagakubita babajyanye kugeza bageze mu butaro.
They fight the people that took the child until they go to the hospital.
Urumva bene ico kintu byarabaye hano iwacu Bugande
This happened here in Uganda,
aho ababyeyi n'abavandimwe bakurikiye umwana
whereby parents and relatives followed the
kandi
child,
umwana yari yijyanye.
and the child was willing to go.
Nimba habaho na sensibilisation ntabwo tuza dusanga umwana mwabo.
If there is mobilization, we don't meet the child at
abana
home.
bacu ni sensibilize cyane
Our children are mobilized.
baba ku matelefone
They are always on phones.
bagira bene se wabo ruguru
They have relatives in
bagira barumuna
Congo.
babo
They have their young
bagira
brothers.
abana b'abakuru babo
They have their brothers.
baza bavugana buri munsi.
They talk to them every
Iyo
day.
avuganye nabo baramubwira nti ubaho urakora iki.
What are you doing?
Yari yagiye
So when he leaves,
dukure mu bitekerezo dukunda igihugu.
let's love
Icyo
the
nshaka
country.
kuvuga kuko igihugu cyacu nicyo tuzakirwanira.
It's us to fight for our
nimba
country.
umwana agiye ukaza gutera amabuye iwacu ngo niko kubera ko nje warije wamubwiye ngo agende cyangwa warije wamuhaye itike.
If the child goes and you come to fight me because I gave him transport and supported him to
Icyo kintu
go,
giteye isoni.
that is something that
Ntabwo
is
twaba turi
shaming.
intwari.
We not
Ntabwo
heroes.
twaba turimo twiga kuba intwari.
We not studying
Ntabwo
to be
twaba
heroes.
twigisha abana bacu kuba intwari.
We will not be teaching our children to be heroes.
Yes. Ni ukuvuga ngo
Meaning that
tugomba kwigisha abana kuba intwari.
we should teach children to be
Tugomba kuba
heroes.
intwari ubwacu.
Our own, we should be heroes.
Ukoze ibyo ntabwo waba uri intwari.
If you do that, then you're not a hero.
Erega Minembwe ishobora kuba amateka.
Minebe right now can be history.
Iwacu mu misozi hashobora kuba amateka.
Our home can be
Mu gihe
history.
tudahagurutse ngo twirwaneho.
In a time we don't stand and
Ariko
fight.
kwirwanaho ni umurage mwiza afande yadusigiye.
But fighting for ourselves is something he left us with.
Kwirwanaho ni umurage mwiza afande yadusigiye.
It's a great path he left us with.
Tugomba kuwusigasira.
We should keep it.
Tukumva ko tugomba kwirwanaho.
And we feel that we should fight.
Kandi tukirwanaho tugatsinda.
And we fight and win.
Yaravuze ngo iriya ntambara tuzayirwana kandi tuzayitsinda n'ishema.
He said that we're going to fight the battle and win it
Ayo
with
magambo ye
pride.
tuzayumva nk'ihame.
Let's listen to those words as
Tuzayirwana
principles.
kandi tuzayitsinda.
We'll fight and win.
Kandi tuzayitsinda n'ishema.
We're going to win it with pride.
Ngo nkuko mu biganza byacu
Because our hands,
hari umuriro.
there is fire.
Uwo muriro ugomba gutwika.
This fire should burn
Ugatwika umwanzi.
the enemy
agasiga igihugu.
and leaves the country.
Tukakibamo amahoro.
Then we live in peace.
Bavandimwe rero
Brethren,
tugiye kwakira amagambo
we're going to welcome speeches
batera amatsiko
as making you.
rwose dutega amatwi.
Let's listen.
Tega amatwi twumve.
Let's listen.
Abavandimwe nico cyabazanye.
That's why relatives
Nukugira
are
ngo
here.
baduhumurize.
So that they console
Nukugira ngo
us.
twese duhumurizanye.
So that we
Cyane
console
cyane ko
ourselves.
tudacitse n'intege.
As we not
Ntabwo
we,
ducitse intege.
we know we.
Kuko aho umuvandimwe yagiye turahazi.
Because we know where our relative
aho
went.
fandara turahazi.
Where our father is, we know there.
Je uzantekereza ko azareba.
I always think that
Azabona
he's
ibyo
seeing.
turimo.
He's seeing what we're
Azabona ko mu
doing.
Minembwe bateye bari gukubita umwanzi.
He's seeing that in Mineba they are fighting.
Bikamunezeza akavuga kuri Luka.
Then he's happy and speaks in tongues.
Azareba.
He's seeing.
Nuko abazungu bazatuzanira ibintu bakatubwira ibindi twe bigatandukanye n'ibyacu.
The world tell us things that are different from us, then our own is lost.
Kera basogokuruza bagaza baterekera kandi bakavuga ngo umusaza yaravuze.
Our grands were having,
bakamuterekera
they used to do cows.
kandi ibyavuze bya bindi ari mu kubabwira hariya guterekera bikaba.
And what he tells them, it happens.
Yeso ni bya bindi nyine tumira bunguri.
That's what we just take for granted.
Kandi tubimira bunguri gabo batazabamira bunguri.
We just take it.
Nimba bavuga ngo dukubita umusaya.
If they say let's slap
Dutega
Puanchi,
uwundi
and give out the other side of the
Netanyahu
cheek.
akaba yamaze abarabu gituma atateza umusaya ngo arebe ko Israel ishira.
Then why didn't he give the other side and then Israel
Netanyahu
is
ntiyigeze
destroyed?
atega umusaya.
He did not give
baza
out
bica ijana akica ibihumbi 50 binaherutse bigeze kuri 50.
They kill 100, then he multiplies people that
Nuko
he kills.
akwiye kuba.
That man should be.
Rero turarangije
We done.
kandi tubifurije gukomeza kwibuka twiyibuka.
We wish you to continue
Murakoze, murakagira Imana.
commemorating.
arakoze umuyobozi wa gakondo.
Thank you, the leader of the society.
Reka dukomeze twinjira mu mwanya wo gutanga amagambo rero ku bantu.
Let us proceed with the speeches from different people.
Umwanya tugezemo tugiye kwakira uhagarariye imiryango y'Intwari.
We are going to receive the families of our heroes.
Perezida Kayira Etienne, reka tumusabe atambuke.
President Kayira Etienne, please come forward. Allow me to greet you all. Those that we didn't greet physically. As those who spoke first, we condole all of you. This date, it is a difficult one, but it existed. We shall be commemorating on this specific date as our leaders organized it. And while thanking whoever that attended, the honorables, the representatives of the Banyamulenge community that are here, the honorables of different leaders of our community, brethren all who attended this ceremony of remembering our heroes, being led by Lieutenant General Rukunda Michel and his fellows that went on the same day, the family that is here of Lieutenant General, the invited guests, and the entire house that came to commemorate Lieutenant General and his fellows. As I've just mentioned, this date of 19th of February, that we got saddened, and that's why we shall keep on condoling each other. Honorable, the leader of the Banyamulenge community, the representatives of the families of the deceased, we thank you so much for the time you granted to us,
kugira ngo tubane muri uyu muhango
for us to be in this ceremony
ngo dufatanye namwe mwese kurira
and keep on crying and condoling each other,
kwibuka no guha agaciro intwari zacu
remembering and giving value our heroes
twabuze kuri uyu munsi.
that we lost them on this date.
Ni muri urwo rwego
So it
dufashe
is
uyu
in that
mwanya
category that I'm taking this time,
duhawe kugira ngo twihanganishe nanone
granted to us to condole
umufasha n'abana ba Afande Rukunda Michel,
the wife and the children of the deceased Lieutenant General,
twihanganishe ababyeyi n'abavandimwe
condoling
Intwari Izindi
the parents, the
batabarokanye.
family members of the rest of the heroes.
Nanone mutwemerere twihanganishwe irwaneho
Allow us to condole Twirwaneho
yari abereye umuyobozi mukuru
that he was the senior leader
ndetse n'ubwoko muri rusange
and the entire community,
yitangiye akaza no kubizira.
that he sacrificed himself for.
Munyemerere
Allow me
mvugeho gatoya.
talk briefly an eulogy.
Umuntu yakwibaza ngo
You might ask yourself,
uyu mugabo wari urangaje abandi imbere ni muntu.
who was this man that was leading the rest?
Rukunda Michel ni mwene nyakwigendera Kwibuka Pierre na Sada.
He is a son to Rutubuka.
Yavukiye mu Gitoga mu mwaka w'1976.
He was born in Gitoga in 1976.
Akura nk'abandi bana bose,
He grew like other children.
ariga,
He studied.
akora imirimo yose ikorwa n'abandi bana.
He did the daily routines of children.
Igihe cyaje kugera ahunga igihugu hamwe n'abandi,
Time came and he fled the country with others,
yisanga mu gihugu cy'u Rwanda.
himself in Rwanda.
Nyuma y'igihe kitari kirekire,
Not a while,
ahagana mu 1997,
around 1997,
yahagurukanye n'abandi bose benshi
he stood with the rest of them
batabara ababyeyi bari kubakorerwa ubwicanyi mu gihugu cyabo cya Kongo.
They went to a rescue mission to rescue their parents that were being killed.
Rukunda Michel yashatse umugore,
He married a wife.
Imana imuha urubyaro,
God granted him the birth.
ubu yagiye adusigiye umuryango mwiza kandi munini.
He left a very big family and a very beautiful one.
Rukunda Michel,
Lieutenant General Michel,
uko umuntu wese agira mu muryango avukamo,
as each and everyone has a family they are born in,
yabaye inkingi ikomeye mu muryango wacu,
he was a strong pillar in our family,
kimwe n'uko yabaye inkingi ikomeye mu bwoko bwacu bwose.
the same way he was a strong pillar to the entire community of Banyamulenge.
Yakoze imirimo tutarondora uyu munsi,
He did the works that we cannot count today,
irimo gufasha abavandimwe,
helping the brothers,
kwita ku bapfakazi imfubyi
caring for the orphans and widows
mu muryango no gufasha abakene.
in the family and helping the poor.
Ishyaka n'ubutwari bye
His resilience and heroism
byagiye bihesha ishema umuryango
made the family to feel pride
wa bugufi ndetse n'umuryango mugari.
and the entire family.
Lieutenant General Rukunda Michel y'intwari y'ubwoko n'igihugu,
Lieutenant General Rukunda Michel is a hero of the community and the country at large.
guhera mu mwaka w'1995
Since 1995,
yari akiri uwo mu muryango wiwe wa bugufi,
he was still in his family, the nuclear one.
ahubwo imyaka y'ubusore bwe kugeza abaye umugabo
His youthful stage to a manhood,
yayihariye gukorera ubwoko
he left it to serve the community
ndetse n'igihugu.
and the country at large.
Guhera icyo gihe yabaye umusirikare wa FDL
From that day, he was a soldier of FDL
hamwe na bagenzi be benshi,
and his fellow,
aho yaje kuva yiyunga na leta kugeza umunsi yafataga icyemezo cyo gusiga icyubahiro cye.
From that particular army, he joined the government until he took his decision
asiga umugore n'abana
of leaving a wife and children
ndetse asiga n'inyungu ze zose.
and all his benefits.
Atabara ababyeyi bari bugarijwe na mayimayi.
He went to rescue parents that were being attacked by
FDLR ndetse na leta ya Kinshasa.
FDR and the government of Kinshasa.
Aho yanyuze hose,
Wherever he passed,
yaranzwe n'ubutwari budasanzwe.
he was signified by incredible heroism,
haba ku rugamba ndetse no mu yindi mirimo ya gisirikari yagiye ashimwa.
be at the battlefield and other routines of the military.
Tutibagiwe ibikorwa by'iterambere ahantu henshi yagiye akorera.
Not forgetting developmental duties he served.
Nabyo yarabikora.
He also participated in that
kandi akabikorana n'abandi bose babaga bari.
and served with his fellows.
Lieutenant General Rukunda Michel hamwe na bagenzi be
The general and his fellows,
bakoze ibikomeye
they did wonders
byo kurwanya ababyeyi bacu twese
of fighting for our parents
ndetse no kurwana ku byabo.
and for their holdings.
Yahuje abantu bose atavangura.
He united all people without discriminating.
Yakemuye ibibazo hagati y'abaturage.
He solved conflicts amidst the citizens.
Yatoje abasore uburyo bwiza bwo kwirwanaho.
He trained youth self-defense tactics.
Yashyizeho umurongo ngenderwaho kugira ngo mu kwirwanaho hatabamo akajagari.
He put a line of defensive measures that there should be no disorganization in self-defense. Lieutenant Rukunda,
yitaye ku mfubyi n'abapfakazi
he cared for the widows and orphans
basizwe n'abasirikare.
of the deceased soldiers,
Abasirikare bagiye bagwa ku rugamba
those who died at the battlefield
mu bihe bitandukanye.
in different categories.
Yubakiye abatari bishoboye
He constructed for the poor
ndetse agira n'uruhare mu kubakira ingo abatabazi
and had a role in building for those who had
bagiye
come for rescues
mu buryo bwo kwirwanaho.
that were joining him in self-defense measures.
Yitaye ku mfubyi
He cared for orphans
ndetse agirira abantu benshi neza.
and did good to many people.
Yahuje amateraniro cyangwa amatorero.
He united different affiliations religiously
Yari amaze imyaka myinshi ari mu macakubiri.
that had taken long in discrimination.
Arongera arayafasha bakorera hamwe.
Initiated that action and united them.
Ibi byazanye ububyutse mu matorero nk'uko bagiye babihana.
This brought about revival in churches as they proved it.
Yubakishije imihanda,
He constructed roads,
ibiraro ndetse n'ibindi bikorwa by'amajyambere.
bridges, and other developmental activities.
Ibi byose
All these,
yabifatanyaga no gukumira ibitero by'umwanzi.
he could work together as he was protecting
Afatanyije n'abo bajyanye
the attacks of the enemies together with his fellows
ndetse n'abakiriho.
and those who are still in existence. Lieutenant General Rukunda Michel,
yubatse igisirikare cy'umwuga
he trained a professional army,
kandi kiba igisirikare gikomeye.
and indeed it is a great army.
Yagaruriye ubwoko icyizere cyo kubaho.
He brought hope of living to the community.
Abantu bose bari bamaze guhambira utwabo
All people that had gathered theirs
ngo bahunge,
to flee,
arongera arabatuza hamwe na bagenzi biwe bose.
he made them to settle together with all his fellows.
Nyakubahwa abayobozi bayoboye ubwoko bwacu,
Honorable leaders leading our community,
iyerekwa rya Rukunda Michel
the revelation of the general
ryigeze rigarukira mu muryango avukamo gusa nk'uko mubizi.
it wasn't only in his nuclear family, as you know.
Ahubwo iyerekwa rye
His revelation,
ryari rigari cyane,
it was wide.
ryarengaga umuryango we bwite.
It exceeded his nuclear family
Turi kumwe hano,
that we are with them today.
ahubwo iryo yerekwa rye
His,
rigari kuruta uko abantu babitekerezaga.
his revelation was wide more than people can imagine.
Umuryango wose w'abanyamurenge
So the entire family of Banyamulenge
ndetse n'abaturanyi bacu
and our neighbors,
n'abahamya b'ibyo yagiye bakorera atabanga.
they are witnesses of what he did.
Twirwaneho
So Twirwaneho of
ndetse n'ubwoko bw'abanyamurenge
self-defense and the entire community of Banyamulenge,
ntawatinya kuvuga ko n'abatutsi muri rusange
no one can fear to mention that even the entire family of the Tutsis,
igihugu cya Kongo ndetse n'akarere
the
ibiyaga
country
bigari,
of Congo and the Great Lake region,
twabuze intwari ikomeye,
we lost a very important hero.
twabuze umuhanuzi ukomeye
We lost a great prophet
kandi w'ibihe byose.
and of eternity.
Nidukomeza kuzirikana amagambo yiwe yagiye avuga,
If we keep on putting into considerations his words,
sinshidikanya ko azatubera urumuri muri uru rugendo turimo rwo kwirwanaho.
I don't doubt that shall be a light in this journey of self-defense.
Mu izina y'imiryango yabuze ziriya ntwari kuri iriya tariki,
In the name of the families of the seized heroes on this particular date,
ndagira ngo nsoze nshima
I want to conclude as thanking
imiryango yacu. Turashimira cyane
our families. We thank so much
Imana yaduhaye ziriya ntwari
God who gave us those heroes
zari zirangajwe imbere na Rukunda Michel.
that were being led by Lieutenant General Rukunda Michel.
Turanamushimira ubwe
And we
Michel.
thank him personally
kuko yagiye dusigiye umuryango mwiza tuzakomeza
for he went leaving behind a great family that we shall keep on taking care of.
imiryango yacu irashimira cyane
Our families really appreciate
ubwoko bwacu bw'abanyamurenge
the community of Banyamulenge
ndetse n'inshuti zacu
and our friends
ziri hirya no hino muri ibi bihugu by'ibiyaga bigari.
that are all over the countries of the Great Lake region.
Dufite icyifuzo
We have a wish or a request,
banyakubahwa abayobozi bacu cy'uko
our honorable leaders, that
bibaye byashoboka
if it is possible,
aho ubwoko bwacu buzajya bwibwira hose bikunda,
wherever our community commemorates,
bazajya twibuka kuri iyi tariki.
that we shall be commemorating on this specific date.
Niyo tariki neza gendanye n'iby'izi ntwari zose.
It is the exact date that matches with the great works of these heroes.
Turashimira Twirwaneho iyobowe na Charles Sematama.
We thank Twirwaneho being led by Charles Sematama,
itaracika intege kugeza uyu munsi kuko nawe ahagaze mu cyimbo cyiwe.
that are not weakened until today, that they are still standing firmly.
Turashimira abarwanashyaka bose.
We thank all the patriots.
Turashimira abayobozi bacu
We
mu
thank
rwego
all
rw'igihugu no mu rwego rw'isi
our leaders on the basis of the country and globally
kubwo kwemera gutegura uyu munsi kugira ngo twese dufatanye kurira.
for accepting to organize this day to mourn.
Ikindi dushimira
Another thing,
dusoze,
as I'm concluding,
turashimira ubufatanye bwa MRDP na AFC muri rusange
we thank the cooperation of MRDP and AFC
bitanga ihumure n'icyerekezo cy'uko aka karere ndetse n'igihugu dufite mu kibazo cyo kwicwa
that are giving comfort, hope, and the line that
hazongera hakagaruka amahoro,
peace shall again prevail
abantu bagatura batuje
and people settle peaceful,
kugira ngo ubwoko bwacu buzageraho nabwo buceceka bugahore burira.
for our community to live peaceful and seeing the end of tears.
Harakabaho Twirwaneho na AFC,
Long live Twirwaneho and AFC.
hakabaho ubwoko bwacu,
Long live our community.
harakabaho na Rukunda Michel Makanika nabo batabarukanye,
Long live Lieutenant General Rukunda Michel and his fellows.
bakomeze baruhukire mu mahoro ya Nyagasani.
May they continue resting in eternal peace.
Tuzahora tubibuka kandi twiyubaka mu buryo bwose.
We shall keep on remembering them
Murakoze.
and comforting ourselves in each and every way. Thank you so much.
murakoze cyane.
Thank you so much.
Dufite igikorwa cyagutse,
This is a wide induction.
ntabwo tugarukira ku mubare w'abantu bato cyane, turareba ni ukuvuga ko turimo kwibuka abantu bapfuye bazize intambara turimo yo kwibohora.
We are remembering those who died in this war of rescuing ourselves.
Kuva itangiye vuba mu 2017 n'abarimo gupfa uyu munsi n'uyu mwanya turimo tuvuga.
Since it's commencing in 2017, up this moment, we are mentioning.
Dukomeje kubiha agaciro cyane no kubizirikana ibikorwa by'indashyikirwa byabo.
We continue valuing and considering their precious actions they are doing.
Nagira ngo nibutse abantu bagiye gufata amagambo rero.
I want to taking up speeches.
Biza bingora guhaguruka umuntu ayavuga.
It is hard for me to stand while a speaker is still speaking.
Kandi koko ntibinkwiriye ko nohaguruka umuntu arimo kuvuga.
And indeed, it is not worth me to stand while there is still a speaker.
Birasaba umuntu kuja bari iminota ye, umuntu wese arebye ku rupapuro hari iminota agomba kuvuga.
So we are supposed to manage time. There is time you are entitled to use on that piece of paper. You stand up as while you knowing your time you are to use. We are going to receive a speech from the family of Lieutenant General Rukunda. They have time equivalent to 20 minutes.
Baraza gukurikirwa n'umutangabuhamya Alfred Kamenga bitegura iminota 10.
Alfred Kamenga is going to, the witnesser is going to come and give a speech using 10 minutes.
Urwo n'urugero ntanze rero turagenda tureba iminota bije kudufasha.
So it is an example I've given, so we consider time
kugira ngo dukore ibintu biri muri gahunda nyayo.
for us to do things that are organized. Please, the family, come forth.
Murakoze cyane.
Thank you so much.
Turashima kubw'iki gitondo.
We thank for this morning.
Hanyuma mbere y'amagambo yose ngiye kuvuga.
Before the speeches we are to present,
Ndabaga mpora umuryango w'Abanyamulenge.
I'm condoling the family of Banyamulenge,
Ndampora umuryango wanje bwite.
my entire family,
Kubw'uyu munsi.
for this day.
Ntabwo ndi buvuga amagambo menshi.
I won't speak a lot.
Banyakubahwa muri hano mwese.
Honorables that are in this place,
Baz'Abanyamulenge.
the Banyamulenge,
N'abayobozi bari kudukurikira ku isi.
and the leaders following us all over the world.
Dukomeje kubashimira.
We keep on thanking you
Kubwo kuzirikana uyu munsi.
for considering this day
Twabuzeho umubyeyi.
that we lost a parent.
Mukabiha agaciro.
You valued it,
Mukemezanya natwe gukomeza kwibuka umubyeyi wacu.
and you accepted with us to always remember our parent.
Nje sindi buvuga ubutwari bwe ni bwinshi.
I won't mention his actions.
Ni umuntu wavutse mu muryango iwacu.
He is a person who was born in our family.
Kugeza 95 ava iwacu.
Until 95, he left home.
Arenga urwego rw'uwacu.
He left the level of our family,
Agera ku rwego rw'uwacu twese.
and he became ours all.
Turamushimira kubw'ubwo butwari.
We thank him for heroism,
Namwe mwese turabashimira kubwo gukomeza kuzirikana iyo neza.
and all of you for considering this
n'ubutwari
kindness
Imana yamuhaye.
and the heroism that God granted him.
Abanyamulenge bajya bavuga ngo twashimye bakibaha rwumvikana.
Pardon?
Ushobora kwisobanura. Narivuze ngo twashimye kare, umugabo aravuze ngo abashimye kare bamuha rwumvikana. Natwe twashimye twongeye kumva ineza yanyu muvuze ko muzibuka kuri izi tariki.
We also thanked while we heard that you are going to commemorate on this date.
Byari binini muri twe.
It was huge in us,
kubitekereza ngo tubitangire twibuke twenyine.
thinking and commemorating on our
Ariko
own.
icyo dushima nuko mwabigize ibyanyu,
But for what we thank is that you made it yours too.
mubiha agaciro,
You valued it.
natwe muduha agaciro,
You also valued us.
muduha uyu mwanya,
You gave us this time.
mu rundi rwego nkaho twe bashyitsi.
In other words, we are like visitors.
Mu rwego rwacu kwa sogokuru
On our level, at our family,
turabashimiye.
we thank you.
Abaza kutubonera abe banyamurenge
Those that are seeing us,
mubuye ko twabashimiye.
tell them that we have thanked them.
Abayobozi bayoboye gakondo muri Uganda
The leaders of Gakondo in Uganda,
turabashimiye.
we thank you.
Abavuye i Rwanda
Those who came from Rwanda,
turabashimiye.
we thank you.
Abagize abarwanashaka
The patriots,
turabashimiye.
we thank you.
Amagambo yo kuvuga ubutwari bwe ntitwayajamo ngo tuyarangize.
Words to mention his heroism, we can't finish.
Singize ngo nshime.
I wanted just to thank.
Hanyuma ndashimira abarwanashaka b'Icyaka
I thank the patriots of Chaka
kubw'umwihariko.
in a special way.
Bamaze kumenya ko kino gikorwa kihari,
After knowing that this activity is going to take place,
baratwegereye
they came close to us.
batubuza uburyo ki tuzagenda.
They asked us of how we are going to go.
Turazirikana ineza yanyu.
So we consider your kindness
Hamwe n'abandi benshi tutavuze mu mazina.
and many others that we've not mentioned,
Bose kubera umwanya.
or due to time.
Sukura icyo tuvuga ku mubyeyi wacu.
Know that we failed to speak something about a parent.
Yari umubyeyi agasa akaba inshuti.
He was a parent and again a friend.
Amagambo twabona yo kuvuga ariko turabashima.
We can see words to speak, but we thank
Buri
you.
wese wageze hano.
Whoever that stepped,
Abageze mu rugo,
those went home,
Imana ibaha umugisha.
may God bless you.
Mukomereza aho ngaho,
Continue from there.
musene ku bandi batari twe.
To others who are not us.
Murakoze, Imana ibaha umugisha.
Thank you and may God bless you.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Sinzi munyubahe mumbabarire igitero cy'ivensi ya nyuma Michel yaririmbye ngo Yesu databuja nzamukorera ndacogora.
Obey me and we sing the last verse that I will serve the Lord without ceasingly.
Wize ubuntu n'urukundo mfitiye maze imirimo yanje yo mu isi ninirangiza nako gusa twese duhagaze mu nubahe.
I want all of us to stand up
kuko ariko yadusezereyemo kanyuma.
in His honor to sing this verse of the song.
Yesu databuja nzamukorera ndacogora. Zubuntu nkwizu n'urukundo mfitiye maze imirimo zamanirirangiza amagara zampamagara ugazaza amagara amazina gitabo mu gitabo cy'ubugingo niko nzumva izina ryaje kitaba. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Mwicare mu zubahiro byanyu murakoze.
You may sit in your honors. Thank you.
Hari radiyo nazaga numva turi abana bakavuga ngo nkumbuye umwana twarerana.
There is a radio I could tune on while I was still young. It could say, I miss a child that we grew together.
Uyu mugabo nije yakurikiraga,
This man followed me.
nije twakinye,
We played together.
nije twarwanye,
We fought.
nije twasiganye kuja gukamisha.
Indeed, we conflicted about doing our daily routines.
Ariko yari umwana mwiza cyane.
He was a very good child.
Kwa papa yari bucura.
At my father's home, he was the last born.
Ariko Rukunda ntabwo yigeze ateta.
Rukunda didn't behave like a last born.
Bambwiye ngo mbe nkumuvugaho gato.
They told me to speak about him briefly.
Rukunda yari umwana ukunda kugenda. Ntabwo yigeze asubira nk'abandi bana b'abatesi kujya birirwaga biyongeza imitima. Ntabwo yazaga yirirwa mu rugo.
He was a courageous man. He didn't behave like any other child.
Abanyagitoga twaba turi kumwe hano barabizi.
People from the area of Gitoga might bear witness.
Kandi mu buzima bwe arinze asaza akunda gutunga korora.
And in his life, he was a man of animal husbandry.
yagendaga iyo yiriwe ukabona azanye ibintu abantu bita amasonga.
Wherever he could spend a day, he could bring such fruits.
Akurira igiti ukabona arabizanye akabishiraho ngo n'inka ziwe.
He harvests those particular things and bring them as his cattle.
Abikora neza.
He did it well.
Ico kintu aragikora kugeza aho yabaye hose za Bunia hehe Rukunda yakundaga ahabaye agashaka ngo hagire.
He perfected farming in his entire life and where he lived.
Nanone amaze kumenya ubwenge.
When he grew,
yitoza ibintu byo gusenga.
he practiced things of praying.
Nibuka igihe kimwe iwacu higeze kuza abapapa.
I remember one time at our home there came men.
Barimwo ba Pastor Kamushoshi.
Pastor Kamushoshi was inclusive.
Na muzaise wa Kaboyi Pastor wapfuye.
And the late pastor, the father of Kaboyi.
Na Mukiza wo mu Bakabza.
Mukiza of that area.
Sinibuka nimba ari 82 nimba ari 80.
I don't remember well if it is 1982, around there.
Bavuye iwacu na Muhigi yazagaririmba ngo moto umewaka.
As they left home, they could sing a song that fire is burning.
Uriya mwana arabyigana kugeza aguze ipendo kugeza araruhaga agura agakoti ka busoka.
The child imitated all they could do and even the dress code.
Mukiza yari yambaye ico gikoti rya busoka rirerire.
Zara had that long coat.
Ico gihe tukamuseka tukavuga ngo se nawe washobora biriya.
And we could laugh at him, telling him that, are you going to manage this?
Ariko amaze gukura.
But when he grew,
je nashatse 92 ari agasore gatoya.
I married in 1992 when he was a young teenager.
Nzanibukana biriya by'iwacu kuntu abantu bagiye bashaka niwe nasezeye.
I remember the way we could get married. I'm the one that I bid farewell to him.
Uwo mugoroba hari inka twari kwabuze.
In that evening, we had lost a cow.
Tusana tuyishaka araguma arambwira ngo twayibuze.
While looking for that cow, he surrendered me that I'm going back home because we've missed to get it.
Hanyuma ndamubwira ngo cahari anaje ndacaha.
I told him, pass here and also go this way.
Ariko jewe nibirimba ni nayo maso uri bumbone.
But if at all you don't see me, goodbye.
Ndagenda ari umwana asigara ashaka.
I left, he was still young.
Kugeza ubwo abantu bakomeje kuza nyine muri Kigali abantu bose bahunga.
Until people started fleeing the country, going to Kigali and other areas.
Intwari y'igihugu arataha.
He became a hero of the nation and he left.
Cyo dushima Imana nuko Rukunda asize abantu.
What we thank God for is that Rukunda has left a family.
Hari gihe yarwaye malaria bagize Baraka.
There is when he got severe malaria in Baraka.
Ahinduka umweru abantu bari kumwe babona umubiri we ko bahindutse umweru.
And he whitened.
Aruma.
He dried up.
Asa n'upfuye.
Become like half dead.
Ico gihe ataragira umwana.
He had no child at all.
Ico gihe Rukunda ntiyapfa.
At that time, Rukunda didn't die. There is also another scenario that he was shot while they are coming from Bukavu. He was shot in the arm and he didn't die. He continued the journey until 2002. Rukunda gave birth. They gave birth to Prince Murengera. Like on the 10th year of their marriage. In that period, things were not easy at all. But Rukunda advised him to be prayerful.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. At times he could come with his soldiers. I lived in Gatanga. And he could tell me to feed the juniors that I'm not going to eat. He could exceed Kirumba heading to Gahororo while in fasting, praying. We thank God for that. We thank God that he was born in our family and we relate him to Nehemiah. We couldn't imagine that we can get a Nehemiah in our family because he was the last born. But where he went after hearing the news of their home, he was saddened. I cried overnight until the car, even up to now. The song said, we shall sing. And they mentioned of other stars also. So Rukunda dressed in a star the day he went to Ruguru. He was a very good colonel in the army, but he left all behind. He left the mother, the wife, the children, and decided to go to be afflicted with the family of Banyamulenge. We thank you that you valued it. For us again to remember him, it is you to give it value. He left while constructing things. For us to see a message that in Mulenge we have walked up without perishing, it is for what he left behind, the legacy. He didn't live from there to do of Mulenge alone and to ignore all the family. If I mention that we have widows in our family, it would be a lie, because other families too have widows. But many, he nurtured their children. Up to now, they're still there. We thank him for the sacrifice of the Banyamulenge and the country at large. It exists to love the nation, but you don't love your family. Or you love your family, but you don't love the entire nation. Or you be selfish. We thank God that he left in honor of loving the nation and his nuclear family, and more so loving God. We shall see him in the resurrection of the holy. We thank the mutualities that organized this event. Those abroad of Africa, those in Africa, those who are here in Uganda, from Kigali, in the district of Muhanga. At the death of Michel, they were close to me. Not only that, even my family and the family that I'm married in, they also got close to me. And nuclear relatives of that particular family and the church at large. We thank the organizers and our sister-in-law. We thank her to nurture children and getting close to them. We thank you for where the children are. We thank you. We cannot finish mentioning of him. We can cry and bring back history. But we thank him as well as thanking the parents. And nurtured and trained him to do whatever he feels like doing without ceasing. And God helping him. And today he is resting in the peace of Almighty God. We shall see him at the resurrection. You're to bear with us. Praise the Lord. I thank the Lord for this opportunity to be here. We thank all the people that we came to commemorate Afande. Today it is hard to mention of Afande, we shall take heart and try to mention briefly. Fande was someone mighty in my life. I'm among that he nurtured my children too, cared for me a lot. He cherished me a lot. He cherished my children. But wasn't able. Today I have to do it in this way to mention of all that he did to me. I cannot mention each and everything. I thank Afande for what he did to me. He cared for me. He could not separate my children and his. All were his children. There is one of the children that told me when we got them from Bunia, he told me that I'm giving you my 3 children. Go take care of them. If you fail, bring them back to me. And don't sit and say, Eme is yours. Eme is my child. You're just harboring her as the rest. I thank Afande that he left while he had married for my son. When he left, he bid of me. I'm among those that he bid farewell with. I'm going, but let me make the child marry. I told him the child is still young. And the child also didn't accept that. Afande left. We spent a while without talking to him. The next day he came. He told me, what is the program of the son? I have no any news because we haven't discussed about it. But of recent, like 2 years past, he made a child to marry. I appreciate him for that. He also married for the child, and now is having a family. I thank him that he was too close to us. Afande took me just the same way as the wife. For he could take a journey, he could bring a lot of clothing and calls us to come and pick. He didn't mention that the wife picks first and I be given the leftovers. He could combine us together and we choose that the leftovers, give it to the grandma. I thank Afande that he was close to me in problems. He made me a parent. He obeyed me. He cherished me and I did it too. There is a year we had organized that I'm going to visit him. I got challenges and I didn't go. But I thank him, he could communicate to me when there is network, when the networks are not there. He could call me, using the gadgets they use. Asked me about how life is driving us. For whatever he did is a lot. We are left in this country, yet we are newcomers. How is it going to be? I have a brethren. He told me and also thank him a lot. When Afande left, until the way the family was, it is the same way it is still. Heavenly Father bless him. He nurtured children, he takes all the responsibilities of school and the rest. Truly, I thank you that you're fulfilling your responsibilities well until now. We wish him the resurrection of the holy. We shall forever miss him. Hallelujah. We thank God that we are all peaceful and we are still breathing. There are those that are no longer existing, but we thank God for our existence now. We thank you all that gotten time to come and be with us today. Thank you so much and may God bless you. The four speakers we cannot all mention of it. We dwell together well. Cared for the family as it is worth. He fed us, he clothed us. He taught children. He did well his responsibilities. In addition, we thank the patriots. I knew that you are patriotic. More so, I saw it in these hard times that we passed through. I have what to thank you, the entire community. Indeed, you manifested your patriotism and you did it well. Keep on having that heart. Loving the community is good. You have to love others, but the great love starts with you and your community. You visited us. Any visited us. We can't mention so and so. There are many, starting with here in Africa to the US. Indeed, we saw the patriotism of all the Banyamulenge wherever they are. We thank you so much and keep on having that heart. In different departments, the leaders of Gakondo, the patriots, the leaders of the patriots, all the departments, the patriots all over the world in general. We thank you and may God bless you. What you did is a lot and we still indeed consider it. And amidst you, we have noticed those who are indeed patriotic to their community, and it is a good thing. Continue your heroism until the day of victory. And we condole each and every one. We lost a lot of heroes. The great and the others. And those who trained that heart. Loved the community and the country at large. We thank you and may God bless you. Keep on having that heart. And that heroism, I was amazed by the deeds of the women in our community. Indeed, they showed me that they are also wonderful. We thank you, ladies, and may God bless you. Mothers and fathers. Indeed, I noticed patriotism. Thank you, and may God bless you. Please keep on with that heart. Thank you so much for bearing with us. We have gotten speeches when we are many. And there are other many who didn't speak because we are also many here. Honorables gathering here. The leaders of the churches. The leaders of the Kumpanyamlenge community. We are humbled before you. As the family of Lieutenant General Rukunda Michel. I personally, I didn't know that I'll mention of him while he's not still existing. I also not managed to mention of it as I had planned. It is very hard to stand and speak for 5 minutes before people. But we stand here as his family. I'm his young brother. I thank him. We dwelt well with this man. I don't think him as the other verse the Bible mentions. There are those heroes that God saw and saw that they are not worthy to be living here. He had great heroism that he wouldn't be existing currently. I'm his young brother that we are not sharing parents. But I'm his brother according to our covenants. We had that covenant of being brothers after the death of his father. Yet my father and mother are still existing, but he had a mother. His eldest sister mentioned of it. He was the last born in their family. He is his child, a son to his elder brother. They are his personal children, the nieces and nephews. We have sisters and we have his sisters-in-law. Due to time, this is his family of the late. Indeed, the eulogy is very long. We cannot mention this time. I had prayed that God enable me to mention these brave things without laying. The man that we dwelt in each and everything. The same bed sheets many years. There are brethren here that know of that. We advised ourselves and existed as men do. In all the meetings and the advices, There is no any single day that he advised me basing on emotions.
Twabanye nk'inshuti.
We dwelt as friends.
Hari inshuti muza mubana ukabona yorenga hirya akakuryarya.
There are friends you see that whenever they can go.
Hano hari abagabo yageze abwira ngo nimba bamukunda nanje bazankunda.
There are men you could tell them that if you love me, also love my brother.
Hano hari inshuti nashuditse kubera we nkabona yohereje umuntu ati wonda.
I got friends because of him.
Wonda mukunda nawe mukunda.
And I also love them.
Reka ndeke gutinda kuri ibyo.
Let me not delay on that.
Babwira ibintu bitatu yagiraga byari byarantangaje.
Let me tell you about 3 things that he had that amazed me.
Gideon yagiraga urukundo. Yagiraga urukundo ku rwego rutangaje.
He had this incredible love.
Uburyo yageze akunda abantu akambwira ngo we ngo kugira ngo arekure umuntu yakunze.
He could love people and tell me, for me to quit a person I've loved,
umuntu na nyuma yo kumukunda yamubona amafuti
akagira
hamubika mu rukundo.
After mistakes, I keep them somewhere in love.
Cyakabiri yagiraga ubuntu bwinshi.
He had kindness.
Abantu mwese muri hano,
all people that are here,
mwumvise ibyo uyu mama yamuhamije.
You heard the eulogy here.
N'umudamu ibyo yamuhamije.
And the wife.
Jewe agenda nabaza abana yareze tubana.
I counted children that he nurtured while I was with him.
Barabana yashingiye tubana.
Those that he married for.
Agashingira umuntu utari umwana wo mu muryango akamuha umunani wose.
He marries for a child and pays dowry, yet they are not in the family.
Akamukorera n'ubu.
And that's all the rituals of the ceremonies.
Ageze ruguru murabizi hari abo yashingiye.
When he reached homeland, he paid dowry and initiated all the ceremonies. I counted 30 children, 31 children that he married for. That he gave out cows, what and what. His are countless. The brother is here. We do jazz about it a lot.
Arugo bavuganaga kuza amafaranga akambwira ngo yavuganye na Veke ngo ari amafaranga agiye kumpa.
He could tell me that I've discussed with the Veke, so this is the amount I'm going to give you.
Ngasanga yanditse divuga ngo iyi yanditse ntarabona ukenye kukurusha ngo nyuma yo kukwandikira nabonye umuntu ukenye kukurusha nabwiye Veke ngo nayamwohereza.
So I've seen another one poorer than you, so I've diverted the money.
Now I've sent.
Yet I have his family and children here.
Nigeze kumuhamagara nabuze amafaranga abana bagiye gutangira ishuri.
I once called him when I failed to get money for school fees.
Ndamubwira ntari kugira uza wibuka ko mfite abana 16.
I told him, do you remember that I have 16 children to take care of?
Araseka cyane.
He laughed a lot.
Arambwira ngo yabari nk'abakuru ngo banyohereze ngo nari kugira indi defense hari hakurya.
And if they are somehow mature, you would have sent them here and I get another defense here. You're saying you have 16. I have a multiple of children. So take care of them. He had that generosity to the extent that he could see his as small and sees huge for us. I conclude telling you about his wide heart that God had created with him. He had this amazing widened heart. We have a lot of people of Uganda here, and those who came from Rwanda and other different areas. Banyamulenge, wherever they are globally, he couldn't see you and fail to notice your origin. You know that. Secondly, he had this heart that you could do multitask. This is whatever he could tell me to practice daily. We could do family and the job and others. And finds out that I've done one. The seasons we're in, you have to be multitask. His life, he could wake up in the morning, praise, and indeed pray, and do a physics and a lot. After talks to people, all people.
Mwese murabizi ko abanyamurenge bose aho bari kwisi yaragira umwanya wo kubavugisha.
You know that wherever Banyamulenge existed globally, he had time for them. He could talk to all elderly, the middle-aged, the youth, boys and girls, young and old women. He got that time and gets time for his duties and does well and gets time for evangelism. God had given him this widened heart. I'm concluding. I thank for this family that he left me with. I thank the wife, the relatives, the children. He left one wife and 5 biological children and others that he takes care of with the sister-in-law. We bid a farewell to man, but again we as men, we hope to sit and do it together. We did it on the covenants of again meeting. But let me tell him, and maybe he might listen to me. Though he went, we not seen him physically to bid a farewell. We want each and everything that is in the covenant, I shall fulfill it. Today we have spent a year without him. God was with us and you too. And the family is indeed strong. We thank the leaders. We thank the families. We thank the leaders he served together with that are still pushing. My Heavenly Father, bless you. And on his departure, you visit us. May God bless whoever thought of visiting the family. You exceed visiting the family. You visit the brothers. We saw it, and may God bless you. Today we commemorate for the first time. We thank you for the organization. We shall commemorate him eternity. May God bless you. We thank all of you who came. Forgive me, I had forgotten to thank people that served with him. There is a man who makes me go emotional whenever I see him. The day he left, he was with him. And on a lot of photos, they are together, though I've not shown him to you. He was his. Take heart. We shall be with you. On the duties, we shall not be together. We are with you, we are his brothers. All people that are the friends of late Afande, we shall be friends too. Don't hide from us that we loved him. Us also not to deny you love. May Heavenly Father bless you. We thank you for the time granted. We thank the leaders for the organization. May God dwell in you. Thank you so much and keep on taking heart. And thanking you for the good speeches you've given. May God indeed comfort you and stay strong. And you are with the entire. And on top of that, you are with God. Let us welcome Alfred Kamenge. He worked with him a lot and they served together. For all the duties, they were together. We thank God that we are standing here today. From the time they told me that I'll give a speech, they told me 10 minutes. And I'm seeing time, clock there. That is what I thought first. This man we are mentioning about today, we stayed together while we are still young. I think it is around 1988 and 1990. That is when they reached Minembwe. From that day we stayed together until his death. We lived together physically. We were together in a distance. I was asking myself, am I able to mention of it in 10 minutes? But let me do this way. First of all, I condole the wife, the father, the children, and the entire family. And thanking God that strengthened you to date. I condole the extended family that he is born in, that gave birth to a great hero. You lost a strong pillar. May you take heart. I condole the leadership of our community and the country at large and the region. We lost a great person, but God had granted him to us. He did his duties and left, and we believe it shall exist. Honorable leaders around, the families around, for the great eulogies past, I'm not going to repeat a lot. If people talking about history, they mention of it in a way that is not appropriate. He didn't stand out in his family in 95. It was 1994. Due to different sources of information, he left in 1994. Living in Minembwe, we were together. We spent a while and he decided to join the army. And the day we were together, he left me. We were in Gitarama, we had gone to visit my brother. God left with the brother. And after I found when he left, that is when I last saw him. For the meantime we were there. We again met in Baraka in the time I have mentioned. I'm going to mention about his history briefly. This man became a great man right away from the training. That is the origin of his name. People were writing different information. Maybe it is a great research. There is what he did that helped them in the training. He had that sense of imitation.
amatara turiya tw'udutado ndagira ngo niko bakwitaga.
They had a problem of darkness.
Yagakoze mu mwanya mutoya buba burakwiriye niho ririya zina ryava.
He operated it briefly, and that's the origin of the name.
Ndibuka kubera yuko abantu benshi ari ryo zina bari bamaze kumenya.
Many people knew him by that name.
Rimwe twari hariya Uvira muri iriya misozi hariya mwishenge.
When we were in those mountains in Uvira.
Leta ikabayiza aravuga ngo yarazi ngo niryo se ya MWESE.
And let say that he knew was his exact name. He found it when is the common name.
Kubera umwanya muto.
For the meantime,
natekereje ngo ndavuga ku bintu bigera wenda nko kuri bitatu.
I will mention about 3 things.
Ikintu ca mbere,
the first,
ni umuntu wari wararemanwe umutwe udasanzwe.
He was created with that kind of unusual brain.
Yafataga abantu nkuko babivuze cyangwa se kumenya abantu, ariko cyane cyane akamenya akarere ni naco nashatse kuvugaho.
He had that strong memory of remembering and holding.
Yari umugabo uca ahantu rimwe.
He could pass in a place once. He grasps the entire geographical region.
Akakandu nashatse kukavuga kubera yuko ibindi byo abantu baragenda babitse. Donc mwari mubizi.
Others you knew, but you didn't know this.
Mu bihumbi 2010 twari kumwe na Ruremeshuyu.
In 2010, I was with this man here.
Twari tuvuye mu Minembwe turi mu Bijabo.
We left Minembwe to Bijabo.
Dusanga barimutse.
We found when they had shifted.
Kandi kwimuka mu ishamba byari bigoye.
So shifting in.
Ariko umunsi twagera twebwe twari tuvuye mu Minembwe.
The day we reached there, we were from Minembwe.
Tugarutse.
When we came back,
dusanga bimutse. Ariko akaba yari yaraye aje gusura ingabo zimwe zaraho.
They had shifted, so he had come to visit some forces there.
Yazisuye aciye inzira y'umusozi.
He passed through the mountains.
Ariko aje gusubirayo yaciye ishamba kandi aribwo bwa mbere agiye kuhanyura.
Going back, he passed through the forest, yet it was for the first time.
Tumuhamagaye ko twageze muri babandi yari yaraye yaje gusura.
Calling that we had reached those that he had come to visit.
Yaratubwiye ngo ntimusubire mu nzira y'umusozi mu cy'ishyamba.
Don't pass via the mountain, pass via the forest. We imagined how we are going to get his location. He told us, you get hold of the Oktoki. And he gave us the location. The place that he has passed for the first time in the first forest. We traveled for 2 hours in the forest. What surprised me? He told us where to enter from. In like 2 paces, you could tell us there is this. After 10 minutes going astray, he could ask us where we are now. We tell him that pass in this direction, you are going to find this sign. Until we reached him for the last 2 hours. He wasn't unusual. You could not get astray when you talked to him. It was a speciality to him. Another man that I saw that with, he is still existing, who has that great memory, and whoever that has something is great too. You don't call and they don't. You call and they don't register. Whenever they want to call you after a month, they grab the exact number. They call and call you. For his great memory, there are people who served with him here. From the training, he could grasp things a lot. For that reason, I have remembered a time when our brothers died out in Kalemi, and those were saw how he delegated the ritual of burying those people. The duties of heroism that he did is a lot. From 1996, 98, He had a great role in the battle,
icyenda
the war.
n'icyenda yagiye mu gihamba babivuzeho
1999, he went to Gihamba. They
kandi
have
byinshi
mentioned of
nagira ngo
it.
muzaza mugenda mubona babyandika
You shall be seeing it when it is written down.
mu 2005 ko ndasimba kubera umwanya kuko iminota yanje yashize
In 2005, I'm jumping because of time.
hari uruhare yagize ubwo bumaze kurengana
There is a role he had.
nabonye ejo bundi hari uwabyanditse ariko arabihina
Someone
yaribeshe si ukubihina ukundi
wrote about it, but was a mistake.
byatangiye mu 2005
It started in 2005.
yaje gusubira muri leta mu 2011
He went back to government forces in 2011.
ariko yakoze ibintu bidasanzwe
But he did unusual things
kubera yuko yatabaraga
for whenever he could rescue.
agatabara n'umutima wose
He could rescue wholeheartedly.
ikindi kintu yagiraga
Another thing he had,
yaritondaga mu gushaka gutegera ikintu
he was humble
ariko iyo
in
amara
listening to
kugifata
things.
neza akagifatira umwanzuro
After grasping and deciding about it,
yagikoraga adatinya adafite gutinya intambara zizakurikiraho
he could do it without taking care of what is after there.
yakoze ibintu bikomeye
He did great things,
kandi tumushimira
and we thank him for
ibintu yakoze
whatever he did.
ntabwo bisanzwe
They were
amateka
unusual.
y'indi twayavuga mu minota
We
10
cannot mention of his history in 10
ija
minutes.
gusoza reka ntanga inama aho
As I conclude, let me give an advice.
nimba tudashaka gutatira ibyo bakoze
If indeed we don't want to quit
ubushize
doing what they did,
ubushize sinzi hari umubyeyi ashobora kuba ari hano kuko hari abantu benshi
recently, maybe that person might be here.
yahuye n'amakuru y'uko umwana wanje yagiye mu gisirikare cyangwa se yazamutse iriya ruguru yatabaye
He found news that my son had gone for the mission.
agiye kumpamagara amaze kumenya ko hari amakuru yo kubeshya bamubeshe
That calling me to inform me that is a lie,
arampamagara ngo nari natinye kuguhamagara
that I had feared to call you.
ndamubaza ngo ese kubera iyihe mpamvu
I said, why?
ambwira ko bari bamubwiye ko umwana wanje yagiye mu gisirikare
That your son had gone for the mission.
wari watinye kumbwira kubera iyihe mpamvu
What reason had you feared?
kubera yuko nyine mbona kugenda kwiwe umwana wawe bigoye
For seeing your child to
yari
go
azi
there
ko
is
ndafite
difficult.
abana benshi ndamubwira se mfite umwana ufite uwo mutima se wo kugenda
Do I have a child with that heart of going?
aragiye se naje mvuge ngo nabyaye intwari
Is he going? And I also said that I've given birth to a hero.
n'ubundi ari hano
And he is here.
nubwo wenda ndafite umutima wo kumubwira ngo nagende
Though I don't have that heart
ariko
of telling
umunsi
him to go.
yotekereza kugenda ahubwo ntakagenda atanansezeye
But the day they feel like going,
kuko hari
let them go
ibyo
without
hari ibyo
bidding a
hari
farewell.
ntagishoboye gukora nje ariko iwe yokora
There is a lot I don't manage to do right now, but they can do it
kuko
well.
n'ubu nyine uwampitishamo gutora ngo utabarane n'aba bantu sinobatora mwese
For someone to tell me to decide to go
kuko
with you,
hari
I can't choose.
abatagishoboye gukora ibisabwa hariya
There are a lot who are not willing and able
ariko
to do
umuntu
what is
wese afite
required.
icyo yashobora gukora
But each one of you has something they
ushaka
can do.
guhitamo abaje hariya
Deciding to go there,
hari umubare nahitamo ariko sinahitamo ngubwo muri benshi gusa ngo mfe kuri
there is a
ubu
number I can choose, not about the multitudes of you here.
tugize abantu babishobora kuba babikora
If we have people who can go there by will,
tugomba gushima imana
we have to thank God.
rero
Therefore,
abantu benshi
many people,
bari mu kunanirwa kubikora
they fail to do it.
bakananiza n'ababikoze
And again, weaken those who can do it.
nimba hari ugiye hariya
If there is someone going there,
tugafata iya mbere kumubuza
don't take first place
tugafata iya
to
mbere
make them
kumuhatike
stop.
ngo agende
Don't just give them transport.
nizera ko tuzabikora
I think
kandi
that
bikagenda
we're going to
neza
do it, and
ibyo
all goes
tutagishoboye hari ibindi dushoboye twakora
we have a lot that we are not able to do, but we have a lot we can do.
kandi nitubyubaha
And if you obey it,
nibwo tutazaba dutatiye ibyo basize murakoze
thank you.
Arakoze cyane.
Thank you so much.
Iyo abarije bateguye gahunda niba narahaye umwanya munini cyane.
If I was the programmer, I would have given him a lot of time.
Kuko barabanye barakorana n'ibyo avuga arabizi kandi
They stay together, and what he's mentioning, he knows it better.
Imana imuha umugisha cyane.
May God bless him so much.
tugeze mu mwanya wo kumva umushitsi izina rye bampaye.
We are in a time of listening to our chief guest.
bamuteguye ntabwo ari chief guest.
Oh, sorry.
ni umushitsi usanzwe.
He's also a visitor, a guest among other guests.
reka tumwakire hejuru y'ibikorwa by'ubutwari.
Let us welcome him.
izere ko bamuteguye.
Let me hope he is well briefed. Praise the Lord. Before we thank God who has given us this time, may he be glorified. We thank people who organized this event. May God bless you. We again thank the government of this country that accepted you to coordinate this event. There are those who thought about doing this, but in accordance to where they are, it was not possible. But may God bless the government here. We condole the family of Afande, the wife and children. Among his children, no one said, but I'm standing here as his child. Not from the Basinzira clan, but I'm also his child. I condole all of you. Please take heart. And we know that indeed you are strong. We condole the entire family of Basinzira, where Afande is born in. That take heart. We condole the family of Banyamulenge. It would be worth for another community to come to condole us. We should condole ourselves. I'm seeing those friends of the late Afande. I condole you. Though we cannot mention in names, but we can see Remesha here. He kept on nurturing the family of Afande. We thank the brothers of Bzondo, the friends of Afande Kamenge. I'm seeing you, and the pastors, and all the friends that we don't know the names. We have short time. We can't get enough to speak about Afande, but even the brave, we cannot fail to get it. Even though we don't say, his actions can indeed do it. For whatever he did, still speaking of him. And for the Banyamulenge to be still existing in our home, it is for his behalf. He came as someone giving rescue. He came rescuing or swimming to rescue the Banyamulenge. Alone, without ammunition and rest. That whoever goes to swim for his brothers does not seek for kind of permission. He didn't go with a lot of strength, but his strength was God. And those was finding there. He said that in his head, whatever he knows, that he cannot fail to transform civilians into soldiers. Some escorts followed him. Some went before him.
abo byenda babanye hasigaye umwe witwa Blaise.
Only one is still existing.
Ariko abandi babanye bagisegeti babagaza baramubanjirije.
Those of Bagaza and others left before him.
Rero muri uyu mwanya twihanganisha abanyamurenge bose.
So we condole the entire family of Banyamulenge.
Muri uru rwibutso rwa Afande tugomba gukuramo isomo.
In this commemoration of Afande, we have to learn a lesson
Ibyo yakoze n'ibyo tumuvugaho.
of what he did and what we talk about him.
Tugomba kubifatiraho urugero.
We have to take an example of it.
Kwibuka gusa ngo birangirira aha.
Not commemorate and it ends from here.
Niyo tutomwibuka ngo abantu bicare bamwibuke bose.
And even though we don't commemorate him all over,
mu mitima hari abahora bamwibuka batitaye ku itariki.
in the hearts, people commemorate him not basing on the date.
Tutitaye kuri iyi tariki hari abahora bamwibuka.
Not basing on the date, we have those who commemorate him daily.
Rero icyo dusaba abantu.
What we seek for in people,
birabareba.
it is up to all of us.
Abandi bareba n'abanyamurenge bireba.
It is us, the Banyamulenge.
Kwirenganura.
Saving our souls.
Ibyo umuvugabutumwa yabwirije neza cyane.
The preacher is the message he passed.
Niyo tutaba dutanga imifano ba Nehemiya n'abandi.
Even though we don't give references to Nehemiah and others,
Afande ni umufano mubwiriza mu ikanisa abantu bakanezera.
Afande is a good reference one can talk about in a public.
Yazamutse agiye kubaka iwabo nka Nehemiya.
He went up hills to construct their home like Nehemiah.
Hari abatabyumva bamwe bakavuga ngo ni politike mu ikanisa ba Nehemiya bari abapolitisi.
Nehemiahs were their politicians.
Rero mugomba kuzamwigisha abantu.
You have to teach people.
Hari abana bavukiye ino batazi amateka ya ruguru.
There are children who are born here don't know the history of our home country.
Abakuru babizi bagomba kuza babasobanura.
The elders, please teach to young people.
Nabyo bibatera imbaraga kugira ngo bazamuke.
And it is what encourages them to go to save others.
Rero amahoro.
For peace.
Amahoro agugwa amaraso.
Peace, the price of peace is blood.
Amaraso tuvuga sayo twokwipimisha twese hano ngo twohereza amaraso ruguru baje kuyamena.
We cannot send blood to our home country for it to be poured.
Bisaba ibitambo bisaba kubayo.
They ask the sacrifices us to be there.
Tukitanga ababishoboye.
We sacrifice ourselves, those who are able. Maybe the elders, but the rest, it is up to you. If you are able to do something up there, it is up to you, please. So the event you prepared, the history of Afande can't be mentioned here. Afande indeed was a man. He had love. He loved the Banyamulenge. He said the love for Banyamulenge is more greater than the love he has for himself. That's why he went alone. He died a precious death. But if Afande could be killed by Mai, it was shameful. For the professionalism we had in military, to be killed by Mai is something shameful. For the nations to gather and look for a possible way to kill him, not from the Mai's idea, those are the deaths that heroes are supposed to die. But what we beseech you, we beseech you to consider his kindness to his family. Don't say and ends from here, he left a family. He did a lot to many people, but he left a family here. Fande to me is a teacher. He was a teacher of Banyamulenge. He taught each and everything, even churches inclusive. He is the one who brought about the gatherings. That's why we call him a teacher. So we condole also those families that lost their beloved, those who went before him and after. And those who are keep on going, it is to take heart and stay strong. There is also Fande Musore. I equate it to Ruth of the Bible, that refused to separate from the mother-in-law. He is the one who went up hills with Afande with one gun. Afande told him to go back to his routine. That whatever you left is not precious than what I left. So where you're going to fall, it is where I'm going to fall.
Yasabye neza Imana iramwumva barajanye.
And God indeed answered the prayer. They went together.
Bapfuye mu isaha imwe.
They died on the same hour.
Rero twaba twihanganishije abantu bose.
So we condole the entire family.
Tunasaba kugira ngo mukomeze muzirikane iwacu.
And we commend you to keep on considering our home.
Biratureba.
It is upon us.
Ibyo Fanda yari yarasize biraruta byo ndino mufite.
What Fanda had left is more greater than what you have now.
Nta cubahiro yaragiye guharanira haruguru uretse
He was
agaciro
not fighting
k'abanyamulenge.
for honor there, but the value of Banyamulenge.
Rero tukaba tumwifurije iruhuko ridashira.
We wish him an everlasting
Tuzahora
life.
tumwibuka.
We shall keep on remembering him.
Reka dushime Imana kuko uyu munsi tubonye
We thank God for this day
wo kwibuka intwari y'imanzi
of commemorating our hero,
Lieutenant General Makanika Rukunda.
Lieutenant General Rukunda.
Iyi ni intwari idasanzwe.
He is an common and unusual hero.
Ubwoko bwacu butazibagirwa.
Our community shall never forget.
Mbere duhaye mpore umuryango wa marehemu.
First, we condole the family of the deceased.
Uhereye ku mufasha we n'abana be.
From the helper and the children.
N'abavandimwe biwe.
And the brothers at large.
Mukomere muhumure.
Take heart.
Niki kintu ni ishema rikomeye cyane.
Even this thing is a great pride.
Kuba afite igikorwa yakoze y'ubwoko.
For having done this action to the community.
Bibuhesha kwibukaho umunyamurenge wese ari ku isi.
For that he is remembered all over where Banyamulenge are. We shall not live long.
Ariko ikintu yakoze ni ishema rikomeye ku muryango wanyu.
For what he did is a great pride
kandi
to our
bibuhesheje
family.
agaciro cyane.
And indeed it is precious.
Duhaye mpore umuryango wose w'abanyamurenge.
We condole the entire family of
Bagiye
Banyamulenge
babura babo kubera ibi bibazo twahuye nabyo.
that lost theirs in the war.
Mbere.
Before,
abagiye mbere yiwe,
those who went before him,
bagenda kugeza no munsi wa
and
none.
those still living up today,
abo bagiye babura babo bose,
those who lost their beloved,
tubahaye mpore.
we condole you.
Cyongeyeho,
in addition,
duhaye mpore umuryango w'abanyamurenge bose muri rusange.
We condole the entire family of
Turashimira
Banyamulenge.
umuryango wa Gakondo.
We thank the leadership of Gakondo
kuba utegura ibikorwa bisa nk'uku nguku
for organizing such events
zo kwibuka intwari zacu.
of commemorating our heroes,
Birangajwe mbere na Lieutenant General Michel
being led by
Rukunda.
the Lieutenant General Michel Rukunda.
Iki ni ikintu giheshe ishema ubwoko.
Indeed, this is something of
Nubwo
pride to
tukiri
our
mu bihe
community.
by'amarira n'agahinda,
Though we are still in periods of crying,
ariko Imana izagera igihe izaduhoza.
but God is going to comfort us.
Rero icyongeyeho,
So in addition,
turashimira mituwarite igize kino gihugu cy'Ubugande
we thank the leadership of this country
rwose kuba mwarateguye iki kintu
for having organized this event
mukabasha kukimenyesha abantu bose bakaza.
and made all people to come.
Abitabiriye mwese turabashima Imana ibaheze
Whoever
umugisha.
that came, may God bless you.
Umugabo afite amateka yo yihariye.
This man has special history.
Jewe mfite amateka yiwe y'ibihe birebire cyane ariko sinyavuga
I
cyane.
have long time history, but I want to
Mfite
mention
n'amateka yiwe yo muri ubu buzima bwatwirwaneho rimwe kugeza nonaha.
of even this life of self-defense.
Twabanye nawe muri byinshi muri izi ntambara.
We were with him in these wars.
Uyu mugabo mubona aha ngaha yari escort wiwe
This man here, you see, he was his
kandi wari
escort,
inkoramutima yiwe.
and he was indeed at his heart.
Banabivuze cyane.
They have mention of it.
Uyu mugabo yari umugabo wihariye.
This man was a special one.
Yari umugabo ufite umutima w'urukundo.
He had that heart of love.
Yari umugabo ufite ibitekerezo bihanitse.
He had a great mindset.
Yararemetse ukwiyo ku giti ciwe wenyine.
He was having his speciality.
Hari ibintu bike yashaka kuvuga bike cyane.
I want to mention brief things
Kuko bavuze ngo umwanya tugende tuwugera.
for us to manage well time.
Uyu mugabo 2004
In 2004,
abantu bamaze gusenyerwa Uvira,
when people had got destroyed in Uvira,
hari haje umukoroneri bita Mutupeke yambawe na bamayimayi.
there came a colonel called Mutuveke with
Ico gihe
the
bari
Mai-Mais.
basenyeye abanyamurenge muri Uvira.
They had destroyed properties of Banyamulenge in Uvira.
Bakorera tsembatsemba bari bagiye mu Gatumba.
They killed those in Gatumba.
Abatekerezaga kugaruka biba ngombwa yuko bidakunda.
Those who could imagine to come back, it wasn't
Ariko uyu
easy.
mugabo bamutumye muri Uvira nka komanda brigade.
He was sent in Uvira as the brigadier
Amaze
commander,
gushikahangana na Mutupeke.
fighting with
Yongera
Mutupeke.
kandi gutuza abanyamurenge
And
muri Uvira.
he imagined victorious and again made Banyamulenge peaceful. settling in Uvira.
icyo kintu yakoze ikintu cy'indashyikirwa.
For that thing
abantu bamanukaga bava mu misozi bose bagirirwaga nabi,
could come from the mountains, could
ariko
be
Uvira
harmed,
umunyamurenge yongera kandi kugira amahoro.
but they again got peace.
Uyu mugabo
This man,
yari intwari ikomeye cyane.
he is a great hero.
Hamaze kuba ibikorwa byo kumana abasirikare abana b'abanyamurenge bari ruguru.
After killing the soldiers were there
2005
in 2005,
bamaze kugera Uvira baja muri brassage mu Rubirizi,
when they were in Uvira heading to Rubirizi,
kuko aribo bari basanze akorera aho ngaho.
he was serving from there.
Yarababwiye ngo iyo muhamusha nimugarukiraho,
He told them that wherever you are going, stop from there.
nimugarukiraho ngaho.
You stop from there.
Iyo bari ko babajana,
Where they are taking
ni
you.
umugambi wo gusenya igisirikare cy'abanyamurenge
They are going to destroy our
kugira ngo
forces
bazasigare bica ababyeyi bacu.
for them to kill our parents.
Yabashe kuzamura abo basore barenga 150 b'abasirikari,
He made over 150 soldiers to go
baja
up
kuri
hills.
Nyakirango.
They went to Nyakirango.
Niwe wakomeje kubagaburira amafaranga yiwe y'umushahara wiwe.
He's the one who was feeding them on his salary.
Nanone bigeze aho ngaho,
And on that,
hariho abari barahunze muri RCD umutima w'urukundo.
there are those who had escaped in
Uyu
RCD.
mugabo abantu baza bawuhera kuri iki gihe twahuye nacyo,
His heart of love, people
ariko
begin
we
with this
yari
time.
intwari irangiza kure kuva kera.
But he was a hero who could see far.
Abo basirikari bari barahunze RCD
Those soldiers who had escaped from RCD,
baracikiye mu Rwanda,
those who escaped in Rwanda,
barangajwe imbere n'abisogo na Lieutenant Colonel Mukarayi.
led by Visogo and Colonel Mukarayi.
Bagarutse
When they came back,
byabaye ngombwa kuko babirukaho kugira ngo bafungwe,
it was worth for them to be imprisoned.
ariko Lieutenant Colonel Michel
But Lieutenant General Michel,
yaravuze ngese ko muraja kubafunga ibo bazatahe.
you want to imprison them. Where are they
Iwabo
going
ni
to go
Murenge.
home? Their home is Mulenge.
Ta handi wabo bagira kwisi.
They have no any other home than
Zatumye
Mulenge.
ati inshingano ziwe ico gihe,
So he left his duties
aragenda arabambara,
and he went to be with them,
bituma badafungwa.
and were not
Ni
imprisoned.
naho havuye iriya ntambara yiswe Gumino.
That's when the war of Gumino began.
Ivyo ntitwirwa tubijamwo cyane.
We won't go in details.
Habaye muri 2019
2019,
intambara zimaze kuba,
when the war broke out,
yakoze ikintu cy'indashikirwa.
he did something incredible.
Ati inshingano yari afite zikomeye
He left his duties
kubera impamvu z'ubwoko.
for the sake of the community.
Araza amaze kugera mu ruguru muri Plateau,
When he reached the highland
yaje ari
plateaus,
mboko,
he came handlessly.
ariko ubutwari bwiwe yagiraga,
But for his heroism,
muri we yakuyemo intwaro zazirwana kugeza uno munsi wa
in
none.
him he got out weapons that are still fighting up to now.
Arema igisirikari,
He created an army
akiremera mu rugamba hagati,
inside the battlefield,
kandi kiraba kirakomera.
and indeed it is
Ni
professional.
igisirikari kirengeye abanyamurenge imyaka 9.
The army that have redeemed the Banyamulenge for 9 years.
Icongeyeho,
On top of that,
yahujije abasore bose,
he joined together all the youth
abereka n'umwanzi wateye ubwoko bwacu.
and showed them the enemy that attacked our community.
Aduhumura amaso,
And he eye-opened us.
atwereka ko yakura kuri wa mayi tukareba leta kuko ari wo mwanzi
He
mukuru,
told us to remove our eyes from the Mai Mai and to focus on the
kandi niyo
government
yatwicaga,
as our senior enemy that is killing us.
yishize wa mayi mayi imbere,
Putting the shield as the
ariko
Mai Mai,
ibikorwa byose ari bo baha babikora.
but all the programmers being the government forces.
Amaze kutwereka umwanzi,
After showing us who the
twabashe
enemy
kumenya
was,
umwanzi koko.
we came to know who was
Kandi nawe yaje
the enemy
kugaragara.
indeed, and he came to manifest.
Mu maboko y'uyu mugabo,
In the hands of this man,
amaze gufata kiriya cyo hagati,
after conquering the middle region,
ubwoko bwose bwarakumiriwe,
when the whole community was,
abari ku ndondo ntibari bakigira icyo barya,
those of Ndondo had no food,
abari mu minembwe ntibagiraga icyo barya,
those in Minembwe had no food.
ariko amaze gufata iriya ndondo ya Kamombo,
But when he conquered Ndondo of
yabashe
Kamombo,
kugaburira abanyendondo,
he managed to feed people from the
agaburira
area of Ndondo,
abanyaminembwe,
the area of Minembwe,
abantu bose barongera kandi bararema mu gihugu.
and all people again settled peaceful in the country.
Yagira urukundo rwinshi,
He had that great love.
je abantu sirikari,
He taught people militarism
abashiramo n'ubwenge bwinshi cyane
and instilled wisdom in them.
ni nabwo buriya mubona baremye
And that's the professionalism we are
kugeza uno
seeing with
munsi wa
them.
none batari kura gakondo
Up to now, they are not surrendering
impamvu z'ibitekerezo
the
byiwe
cradle land. That is his thought
yitwara yacu
of our hero.
tunaje no kurangiza
As we conclude,
twavuga ibyo ngo tubirangize
we cannot finish his.
ni byinshi cyane
It is a lot.
umuntu wese yahaguruka n'ibyiwe
You can stand up with your
icyo dushaka
ideas.
kuvuga ni iki icyo dushaka kuvuga ni iki
What we want to mention is this.
ntabwo tugomba guheranwa n'agahinda
We are not supposed to stay with agony.
nta nubwo tugomba guhora gusa turira
Not even keep on crying.
ni twebwe tugomba kuzikuraho aya marira
We are the one to rub off the tears
mu nzira zose
in all possible ways.
abasore bakibishoboye
The youth who are still energetic,
nibatabare n'inshingano zabo
let them go for the mission.
abasaza bacu
Our elders
n'abamama bacu
and our mothers,
basenga imana
you pray to God
batange n'amafaranga
and give in money.
kuko ifaranga zirakenewe
Money is required.
hari aho zihagarara
That is where they stand
hakaba n'ahandi hagomba guhagarara abantu
and where people are supposed to stand.
agahinda kacu
So our agony,
Lieutenant General Rukunda Michel
Lieutenant General Rukunda Michel
afite amagambo menshi yasize amateka
has a lot of speeches that are historical.
tuyakurikire gusa ngo tugire ayo gucisha ku mitandao
Not just posting them on social
ahubwo
media,
tuyakurikire tuyabyaze
but
umusaruro
indeed follow them and we be productive.
kwibohora ni twebwe
Our independence is us.
kwirenganura ni twebwe
Attaining freedom is us.
isi nubwo yacecetse
Though the world is silent,
irebera jenoside dukorerwa
seeing the genocide being
irebera
committed
amahanga
onto
yose
us,
aza kudutera
seeing all the nations attacking
isi
us,
igaceceka
and the world is silent,
nikajya kimuhana kaza imvura ihise
it is the other one of the community that comes after.
ni twebwe twenyine imbaraga zizirenganura
We are the powers to redeem ourselves.
murakoze murakarama
Thank you, and may you live long.
murakoze cyane
Thank you so much.
kandi mukomere rwose
And take heart.
ndabwira abantu baha imihamagaro ibiri itandukanye
I tell people that I obey two different callings.
ariko cyane cyane uwa mbere ni umuhamagaro wo gukorera Imana, uwa kabiri ni umuhamagaro wo gukorera igihugu nk'umusirikare.
Moso is the first calling of serving the Lord, and another calling is of military.
kandi kamwubaha cyane.
And I respect them so much.
reka twihute rero kubera impamvu y'umwanya.
Let us do quick.
reka twakire abahagarariye barwanashyaka.
Let us welcome the representatives of the patriots.
abangutse cyane.
Quickly.
barahagurukana bombi ni babiri.
They are also two.
kandi iminota mike bafite iminota 15 bombi.
They have 15 minutes.
kandi tuyibare 15 koko.
And let it be 15 minutes indeed.
tubahaye mwiriwe.
We greet you.
dushimye rwose ko muduhaye ijambo.
We thank you so much for the word.
turabyishimiye rwose.
Indeed, we are happy.
duhaye umuryango wa Generale Afande Mbere.
We condole the family of Afande.
twahaye umuryango mugari Mbere.
We condole also the extended
duhaye
family.
abanyamurenge Mbere.
We condole the entire family of Banyamulenge.
duhaye abarwanashyaka Mbere.
We condole the patriots.
duhaye abayobozi bose mu rwego rw'abanyamurenge Mbere.
We condole leaders on the basis of Banyamulenge.
murakoze cyane kuba mwarateguje kino gikorwa.
Thank you so much for having organized this event.
kugira ngo ntangire ijambo ryanje, umuntu wese w'umuyobozi kuva ku bantu bayoboye igihugu mu barwanashyaka, abayoboye intara mu barwanashyaka, abayoboye izone mu barwanashyaka, abayoboye serire mu barwanashyaka bahaguruke.
Before giving you my speech, let me see the leaders of patriots
Ibyo
on
mvuga abantu barabyumva.
country level, the region level. that district, the cells.
kwika hasi kuri musingi ababashije kuyubaka umuntu wese wo murekuvurere w'umurwanashaka ahaguruke.
Until the foundation, all the patriots, please stand up.
Turabashimiye bene data ku bikorwa muzamukora.
We thank you, brethren, for the actions you're
kubwo
doing.
gukunda igihugu mukagikundisha amafaranga.
For loving the nation using money.
Nibidasanzwe kubwira umuntu agakura amafaranga mu mupfuko wiwe.
It is unusual to tell someone to pick money out of their
kandi muri
pockets.
benshi baza bibaza iyo aya mafaranga azaje.
And many ask question about where the
ariko
whereabouts of the money.
muhagarara nk'abarwanashaka mugasobanura impamvu aya mafaranga akora.
But for you to stand as patriots and explain the whereabouts of this money,
ndabibashimiye rwose Imana ibakomeze.
I thank you so much and may God strengthen you. You may take up your seats.
duhagaze hano kubwo kuvuga cyangwa se mu cyunamo cyangwa ne data watubanjirije.
We are here standing in the morning of our brother
Intwari
who went
ikirenga,
first, the highest hero.
twese turabarwanashaka.
We are all patriots.
ariko uriya yabaye intangarugero mu barwanashaka bose.
But he was a great example in all the patriots.
jewe twabanye mu gihe cy'imyaka 2.
I stayed with him in a period of 2 years.
2003
2003
na 2004
and 2004.
ubwo hari intambara muri kiriya gihugu cy'imisozi miremire.
When there was a war in the highland
twari
plateaus.
dufite intambara ikomeye kandi tudafite aho twakura umusada.
We had a great war to face, yet we had no support. You all know that war.
ubwo umwanzi twari dufite yaturushije imbaraga duhungira ikirembwe iri yepfo irurenge.
When the enemy was mighty than us and we ran to,
twahamaze ikintu cy'amezi 3.
we spent 3 months there,
tutagira icyo turya,
having no food,
tuza turya za nyamunyu.
while eating those
kugezaho
leaves,
twamanutse twika hasi kirembwe,
until we went down Kirembwe.
twari duhujije icyo gihe na bamayi.
So we were in a good relationship with my man.
batwitaho.
They took care of us.
umuntu ufite ipataro 2-3 akazigurisha akagura ibyo kurya.
For whoever had 2 to 3 trousers sold for food
ikirembwe,
in that area of Kirembwe.
barabizi.
Those who were there, they know it well.
ariko ijambo afande yakoze,
But what Afande did,
yarakunda ikintu kimwe.
he loved only one thing.
yarakunda gusenga.
He loved praying.
kandi ashinga itorero ikirembwe.
And he planted a church in Kirembwe.
icyo kintu yarakigira.
He had that thing in him.
yarakunda gusenga.
He loved praying.
yasanga umusirikari utagiye gusenga nk'igitaramo cy'umunsi wa 3 cyangwe ku cyumweru.
If at all you could find a soldier who didn't go together on Wednesday evening and on Sunday,
ashinga military,
he planted a military
yo gukumanya abasirikare kugira ngo baza baje gusenga.
of mobilizing soldiers to go for prayers.
twebwe twarabazayifu.
For us, we were weak.
twari tugira izo mbaraga zo kuvuga ngo cyo gusenga iminsi yose.
We were weak to go for prayers on
jewe
those days.
narimbana na leti Diadoni wabitira.
I was with the late Diadoni.
kabana na marehemu Rugabisha.
And I was with the late Rugabisha. We were his escorts.
kandi twari abasirikare kamilifu.
And we were indeed professional soldiers.
bizewe bagendeshwaga inama.
Trusted, and we could give advices to leaders.
bakaza bakadusanga aho twicaye.
They could find us wherever we could sit.
cyangwa badukoresha foreign.
Or on the parade.
iwe mu myigisho yiwe yose akatwigisha gusenga.
In his teachings, he could teach us to pray.
no gusenga.
He could indeed comfort us using a prayer.
yari umugabo.
He was a man.
yari azi gusenga.
He knew how to pray.
kandi yari umugabo ku rugamba.
And he was a man at the battlefield.
iyo yagiye,
wherever he went,
turizera rwose ko ari mu ijuru ry'Imana.
We believe that he is in the heaven of God.
bwose muzamumubona. umuntu wese ugira telefone.
Whoever that has a phone,
muzamumubona ari mu biterane aha yasiriye.
you see him in conferences, dancing and preaching.
si bisanzwe kuba umusirikare wo kuri ya rwego.
It is not easy to be a soldier of that level.
utabuze ikintu na kimwe.
When you have each and everything.
iminsi 3 iminsi 4 utarya.
Spending 3 to 4 days while fasting.
yari umugabo.
He was indeed a man.
hanyuma nsoza.
As I'm concluding,
tubabwiye ko dufite igikorwa turi ku rugamba.
We tell you that we are at the battlefield.
n'ubu dufashe umuheto.
We are having an arrow
n'ubu
in
nyine
our
tuhaye
hands.
tuvuga abantu bari mu gihuru
As we are saying now, people in
ubu
the
tuhaye
bushes,
tuvuga dufite inkomeri
as we are saying, we have those casualties.
umuntu wese agende abyumve abibwire n'umwana we ko mu minembwe hari inkomeri zarashwe
Go think about it and even
kandi
inform your
twarashwe
children that you have
n'abanzi
casualties in
bafite
Minembwe.
kutumara
And we were shot by enemies who have a
icyo
plan of
tubasabaho
exterminating us.
n'icyo twumva twobabwira
What we recommend you,
dukeneye abatabazi
we need
kiriya
redeemers.
gihugu ntikizarwanira abandi
No other people that are going to save you.
kizarwanira twebwe abanyamurenge
We are the saviors of that land.
aha hari abasore
We have the youth here.
mufite gukora akazi
You have to do
mwiyumve
what
ko
you're
dufite
supposed
gakondo
to.
yacu
We have our Krado land.
abantu bafite kuza kurwanira igihugu
People have to go and fight for our country.
nanone udafite kurwanira igihugu
And whoever that has no plans of fighting for the country,
atanga umusanzu
pay in amount.
habaye imyubakire mu gihugu
For these constructions in the
cya
country
Uganda
of Uganda,
habayeho imyubakire itari isanzwe kugira ngo abayoboke b'abarwanashaka batange umusanzu
for people to be paying in
ubwo rero
contributions.
abo ba viongozi babahaye
Those leaders that you are given,
nimba udashoboye kugenda gutabara igihugu
if you're not able to go and save the country,
tanga umusanzu ukwiriye
pay contribution
va
that
ku
it is
bihumbi
worth.
bitanu uje kumutwara
Quit
uwari
5,000,
ku
go to
mutwaro ave
10K,
ku mutwaro aje ku mitwaro ibiri
K to 50K.
ifaranga zifite imbaraga zo kurwana rwa rugamba
Money has ability to fight that war.
murakoze cyane rwose
Thank you so much.
reka mpeze mwene data
Let me share a word with my fellow.
arakoze mugenzi wanjye
Thank you, my fellow.
tangiye dutanga mpore
Before I condole all of you,
uyu munsi ndabizi ni umunsi ugoye
I know it is a very hard day.
umunsi wacuze umwijima
It is a dark day.
ababyeyi bananirwa konsa abana
Parents fail to breastfeed their children
kubera ikintu cyari kibaye
because of what had just happened.
rero wihangane
So please take heart.
wihanganishije umuryango w'umubyeyi wacu
I condole the family of our parent,
umudamu we n'abana be
the wife and the children,
n'abakunzi b'abanyamurenge
and all the lovers of Banyamulenge.
ikindi turashima imana
Another thing is that we thank God
ko afande
for Afande,
yari yaravutse mu bwoko bwacu
for he was born in our community
akabyagwa n'umugore w'umunyamurengekazi
and being given birth by a Munyamulenge woman.
kuko tugendana ishema ryiwe
We move with that pride.
imana yari yaramuduhaye ishimwe
May God be glorified that he had given
nari
us.
guhagurutsa abamama
I would make all the ladies to stand,
ariko kubera impamvu z'umwanya
but for the meantime,
mpagurutse mu rwego rw'abagwanashaka
I stand on the basis of the patriots
ariko ndavuga mu rwego rw'abamama
in the category of women.
ndashimira abamama
I thank women.
munsi afande yazamutse
When Afande left us,
tubimenye ko yarenze ruguru
when we got to know that he had reached the highland plateaus,
urabizi nibwo ababyeyi bari bishwe bagatemagurwa ibice bimwe
some parents were scorched.
kandi jenoside nyayo niyica abagore mukabona ahantu batangiye kwica abagore
And whenever you see where they are targeting women,
ukamenya ko uwo mugambi ari uwo gutsemba abantu ukabamara
just know that plan is a genocide.
tumenye ko yazamutse
When we got to know that he has gone there,
twarishimye
indeed we felt happy.
cyane cyane intego yari azamukanye
More so his mission there
ko yari yo kwigwanaho
was for self-defense
no kudatega amajosi
and not laying our necks
ngo baduteme uko bashaka
to be cut the way they want.
ndashimira abamama bafashe iya mbere
I thank mothers who stood up first.
amafaranga generale ya mbere yariye
The first amount that General consumed
n'ay'abamama
was from the women.
ndabizi hari abamama bari kunkurikirana
I know there are some mothers also following up me
batari kuri ino migabane
that
turiho
are not on this continent that we are in,
kubera kuko twari uko twumva dusubijwe
because we felt like we are answered
kandi twari tugize icyizere kuko ibibazo biri hariya bikemutse
and we had gotten hope that solution is brought,
kandi niko byagenze
and it is the way it went.
babisobanuye cyane ukuntu yazamutse
They explained it a lot the way he went there,
ariko agezeyo
but when he reached there,
yubaka abana
He built up something in the children
atinyura abagore
and made them not to fear.
ubu turahagaze neza
So even as women, we are
kandi
standing.
icyo tumwizeza umubyeyi wacu
And what we promise him, a parent,
intego yo ntituzayitatira
we won't indeed quit from the mission.
tuzigwanaho
We shall fight for our rights.
ndabizi isi yaradutereranye
I know indeed the world forsake us.
irengera kiremwa muntu irabireba nkuko tuba tureba televiziyo
The United Nations also did the same the way we are.
ibo barabibona cyane nari amadrone barayabona n'uwapfuye nijoro baramubona
They see and are well informed about it so much,
ntacyo ihayikora
but they are not doing any action.
rero ni igihe cyacu
But now it is our time
duhuza imbaraga
to be united in power.
nanatanga rekomandasiyo ku bwoko bwacu
And
bw'abanyamulenge
again, giving a recommendation to our community of Banyamulenge,
banyakubahwa muri hano
the honorables who are here,
abagore n'abagabo
men and women,
abasore b'abahungu n'abakobwa
youth, boys and girls.
nimureke duhuze imbaraga
Please let us be united in power
tugwanye umuntu uwo ari we wese woducamo ibice
and fight whoever comes to separate
kuva
us.
kera tuba twumva amateka
From ancient, we are told the history.
ubumwe bwacu nizo mbaraga zacu
Our unity is our power.
ndashima imana ko uriya muze yari hano umushumba mukuru iwacu
I thank for the senior pastor of our home country is
wa
here.
munsi umwijima wari umaze kuba
On that day of darkness,
yavuze akantu aravuga ngo sisiteme irakomeje
he said the system is continuing.
papa waratoje
Parent, you indeed trained.
nubwo baba bahangana n'abantu benshi
Though fighting and facing a lot of
ariko
people,
bahagaze neza
they are firmly standing.
baturemyemo icyizere
You created hope in
ariyo
us.
mpamvu tuba tubasha
That's
kuvuga
why we are here
waravuze ngo
speaking
n'umunsi
boldly.
tuzoza tubura abantu nk'uyu munsi duhagazeho
You say that on these days like this one,
tukagaragaza umubabaro
but let us not show
tuza twumva ko
sadness.
byari ngombwa
And let us feel that it was
hari
worthy
abagomba kugenda
that some have to go
kugira ngo abandi babeho
for others to live.
rero ndangiza
As I'm concluding,
bamama bari hano
the mothers who are here,
iki ni igihe cyacu
this is our time.
esiteri moridekayi yaramubwiye
Mordecai told Esther
igihe bari bafite ibibazo
when they had also
aramubwira
problems
ngo nuramuka utabikoze
that if at all you don't
nta
do
kizabuza
it,
abayuda gutabagwa
nothing that shall hinder the
Nimureke
Israelites to
dutabare.
be rescued. Let us save
umumama utazi utanga umusanzu
a mother who doesn't not pay contributions.
awutange
Please contribute
kandi munabaze abatware banyu
and ask your husbands
nimba hari umupapa utazi utanga umusanzu
if there is a man who does not contribute.
awutange
Please pay the contributions.
uzanakenera kumbaza nimba ngemba no ku rubuga rw'abapapa
I'm also on their platform of men.
azanyandikire mu gikari zamubwira nimba umutware we azawutanga
Ask me inbox. I shall let
intwari
you know.
zacu tuzahora tubibuka
Our heroes, we shall remember you.
kandi kivi mwasize
And for what we left the legacy,
tuzacyusa
indeed we are to complete it.
murakoze
May,
harakabaho imurenge n'abanyamurenge
thank you. Long live Mulenge and long live Banyamulenge.
Imana ibahe umugisha rwose.
May God bless you.
Se birashoboka ko ubone ko umugabo udatanga umusanzu akabwirwa n'umugore we.
Is it possible that there is a man who does not contribute and is emphasized by the wife?
Cyaba ari igitangaza gikomeye.
Indeed, it would be a miracle.
Reka dukomeze rero.
Let us proceed.
Barakoze barwanashaka cyane.
Thank you so much, the patriots.
Reka twakire umuntu uhagarariye ubwoko.
Let us welcome the representative of the community.
Kaze.
You're welcome.
murakoze cyane mwese.
Thank you so much, all of you.
Bayobozi muteraniye hano.
Leaders gathering here.
Muryango wa General.
The family of the late general.
Inshuti bavandimwe.
Friends and brethren.
Biragoye kugira ngo umuntu agire icyo avuga nyuma y'abantu baje hano imbere.
It is so hard for someone to get a speech after these great speeches here.
Hano hanyuze abavandimwe.
The brothers have passed of the general.
Ababanye nawe.
Those who worked with him on their basis.
Bakoranye nawe akazi.
And those that worked with him.
Rero muze kwihangana natwe tugira ibyo tuvuga.
so that we share something.
Nubwo bimwe abari gusubiramo ibyo abandi bavuze.
Though some things are repetitions.
Reka tubanze tubahe pole mwese muri hano.
Let us first condole with everyone here.
Ndetse n'ubwoko muri rusange kubw'ibibazo tumazemo imyaka hafi 9.
And the whole Banyamulenge community for all the problems you've been for years.
Mwihangane kandi mukomere.
Take heart and be strong.
By'umwihariko twihanganishije umuryango wa General.
On a special note, we condole with the family of General.
Mukomere.
Be strong.
Turi kumwe.
We are together.
Mu izina rero rya gakondo mpagarariye uyu munsi gakondo ku isi hose.
In the name of our motherland on the whole world.
Turashimira cyane mutualite za hano muri iki gihugu.
We want to thank the leadership in this country.
Kuba mwateguye kino gikorwa.
For organizing this event.
Kikabera hano ameze gutya.
For it to be in such a place.
Mukaba mwakitabiriye mungana gutya muri benshi.
And you came in big numbers.
Kubabona uko mumeze, uko mungana, uko mwambaye.
Seeing you the way you are.
Biragaragaza ko iki gikorwa mwagiteguye neza kandi mwagihaye agaciro.
It shows that you've honored this event.
Turabashimiye cyane.
So we thank you very much.
Turabashimiye cyane ko mwadutumiye kugira ngo tuzaze kubana namwe.
We thank you for inviting us to be with you.
Uyu munsi rero
on this day
twahuriye hano kugira ngo twibuke kandi duhe icyubahiro intwari zacu.
We have gathered here to honor our heroes.
Zirangajwe imbere na General Rukunda.
Led by General Rukunda.
Ni umunsi wo kuzirikana ubuzima bwe.
It is a day of honoring his
ubutwari bwe.
His
n'umuhamagaro wihariye
and his special calling
yahisemo wo kwirwanaho
that he chose to defend himself
ndetse wo kurwanira ukuri
and fighting for the truth
n'uburenganzira bwabo yabonaga barengana
and the right of those that he saw that were being.
Umwaka umwe urashize rero.
It's been a year.
Ariko igikomere kiracyari gisha mu mitima yacu.
But the wound is still new in our hearts.
Iyi tariki ya 19 zo kwa kabiri.
This date 19th of February
izahora mu mateka yacu nk'abanyamulenge.
Stay in our history as Banyamulenge.
Iyo twibutse rero General Rukunda.
When we remember General Rukunda.
Ntitwibuka gusa izina cyangwa se ipeti yarafite.
We don't commemorate his name or his level.
Twibuka umuntu wari ufite umutima wuzuye urukundo rwabo yayoboraga.
We remember a man who was full of love for the people he was leading.
Twabyumvise mu buhamya bw'abantu benshi baciye hano.
We've heard it from many people that have given their testimonies.
Yari umuntu udasanzwe.
He was a different person.
Yari afite indangagaciro zo kudacogora.
He had values of resilience.
No kwitangira abandi atizigamye.
And sacrificing himself for other people.
Yabaye ikimenyetso cy'ubutwari.
He became a sign of resilience.
Cyane mu rugamba rwo kurengera no guharanira uburenganzira bw'abanyamulenge.
Especially in the fight of protecting the rights of Banyamulenge.
Yahagurukiye kurengera ubuzima bw'abaturage.
He stood to protect the rights of the people.
Anaharanira ko ijwi ryabo ryumvikana.
And he fought for their voice to be heard.
Aharanira ko agaciro kabo kubahwa.
And their rights to be respected.
Mu bihe bikomeye by'umutekano mukeya.
In the times of insecurity.
Mu bihe by'icuraburindi tumazemo igihe.
The times of violence that has been there for a long time.
Ntiyigeze ahunga inshingano.
He did not refuse to take his responsibilities.
Yahisemo guhagarara mu mwanya w'imbere.
He chose to take the forefront.
Azi neza ingaruka
knowing the
effects
that could reach him.
Uwo ni umutima w'intwari nyakuri.
That is the heart of a true soldier.
Uyu munsi siwe twibuka gusa.
Today we are not only remembering him.
Ni umunsi wo kuzirikana.
We are not only commemorating him, but
intwari zose zatanze ubuzima.
Honoring all the heroes that gave their lives.
N'amaraso yabo ku bwacu.
And their blood for our sake.
Bahisemo gushira imbere ineza y'abandi kurusha ubuzima bwabo bwite.
They chose to exalt the good living of other people more than themselves.
Baziza akarengane.
They died with injustice.
Bazira ukuri.
They died because of the truth.
Bose tubazirikane.
So we should honor all of them.
Tubashimire.
And thank them.
Kandi tubasezeranyije ko amaraso yabo.
And also promise them that their blood
atazaba imfabusa.
Will not be in vain.
kugenda kwa General Rukunda,
the death of General Rukunda,
ntikwabaye iherezo ry'urugamba,
it was not the end of the battle,
ahubwo byabaye intangiriro
but instead the
y'izindi
beginning
mbaraga nsha.
of others of more strength.
Amaraso ye ntiyameneke ubusa,
His blood did not just go in vain,
ahubwo yabaye imbuto y'ubutwari busha.
but instead the fruit of new strength.
Mu gitambo cye havuye imitima misha yiyemeje gukomeza inzira yatangiye.
His sacrifice gave birth to new hearts that gave in their lives to strive for
Havuyemo urubyiruko rwiyemeje guhagarara ku kuri.
Through his death we got new youths that stood for truth,
Havamo abagore n'abagabo
men and women
biyemeje kudacogora
that accepted
mu
not to get
guharanira
tired
uburenganzira bwacu.
in fighting for our rights.
Rero nk'uko imbuto igwa mu butaka igatanga umusaruro mwinshi,
So as a seed is thrown into the soil and then gives
niko
birth
no
to many
kugenda
fruits,
kwa General kwabaye imbarutso
that's how his death also became a new beginning
no kuzana intwari nyinshi,
and bringing more heroes.
ndetse no kugeza n'ubu ngubu
Up to date,
hari benshi bakirimo kwitaba uwo muhamagaro yaduhaye twese.
there are still people going for the calling that he gave us.
Bavandimwe,
Brethren,
mwihangane kandi mukomere.
take heart and be strong.
Intwari ntabwo zipfa,
Heroes don't die.
zisiga umurage,
They leave a legacy.
kandi uwo murage
And this legacy,
iyo tuwakiriye neza,
this inheritance, whenever we receive it very well,
uhinduka urumuri ruyobora abandi.
it becomes the light that leads other people.
Niyo mpamvu tuvuga tudashidikanya ko mu rupfu rwe hashibutse intwari nyinshi.
That is why we speak without doubt that in his death we got more heroes.
Mu kwibuka rero intwari zatuvuyemo,
In commemorating the heroes that left us,
dukwiye twibaza,
we should ask ourselves,
ese umurage badusigiye cyangwa se yadusigiye tuwufashe gute?
how are we holding or treating the inheritance that they left us with?
Ese ubu butwari tuvuga turirimba butwigisha iki?
So these great heroes that we talk about, what their actions, what do they teach us?
Ese twe twasigaye twiteguye gute gukomeza uru rugendo yatangiye?
So we the people that remain, how prepared are we to take on this journey?
Umurage yadusigiye
With the inheritance he left us,
uduhamagarira gukomeza gushira hamwe,
he calls us to work together,
no kunga ubumwe,
to be united,
kwirinda amacakubiri,
protect ourselves from conflict,
guharanira amahoro,
fighting for peace,
no kuba ijwi ry'abatagira ababavugira.
and being the voice to the voiceless.
Bavandimwe,
Brethren,
ntidukwiye guheranwa n'agahinda,
we shouldn't stay with a lot of sorrow.
dukwiye guhindura akababaro twagize,
We should turn our grief
hakavamo imbaraga zo gukora ibikwiye no kwitangira abandi.
into strength and sacrificing ourselves for our brethren.
Tugomba guhindura amarira yacu
We should change our
isoko
tears,
ry'ubutwari busha.
the source of new greatness.
Dukwiye kurera abana bacu,
We should raise our
tubigisha
children,
amateka y'intwari zacu,
teaching them the history of our
tubigisha gukunda
heroes,
igihugu,
teaching them to love the
gukunda
country,
ukuri,
to love truth,
kubaha abandi,
honoring other people,
no kugira umutima wo kwitangira abandi.
and having a heart of giving in yourself for others.
Uyu munsi rero,
Today,
mu izina ryacu twese,
in the name of all of us,
twunamiye General Rukunda,
we commemorate for General Rukunda.
twunamiye intwari zose zabuze ubuzima bwazo ku bwacu.
We commemorate all the heroes that left their lives for us.
Tubashimiye ubutwari,
We thank them for their greatness and
kandi
resilience.
tubasezeranje yuko tuzakomeza kubaka ejo hazaza
And we
nk'uko
promise
babitwigishije.
to keep building the future.
Imana ikomeze ibahe iruhuko ridashira,
May God give them an eternal rest
natwe duhe imbaraga zo gukomeza urugendo batangiye
and the strength to continue with the
no
battle they
kubakira ku
started
murage badusigiye.
of building on the inheritance they left us with.
Reka nsohoreze kuri iri jambo General yavuze twese dukomeza gutekerezaho.
Let me wind up on this word that General said.
Yaravuze ngo
He said,
iyi ntambara
this battle,
nibisaba ko tuzasaza tuyirwana,
even if it needs us getting oiled while fighting it,
tuzayirwana kugeza tubonye amahoro.
we shall fight it until we get peace.
Murakoze.
Thank you so much.
murakoze umuyobozi.
Thank you so much, our dear leader,
ubutumwa n'amagambo y'ibyiringiro byinshi.
for giving us words of hope.
Reka twakire abavuga ibigwi by'intwari.
Let us welcome those who are giving different speeches about our heroes.
Tubakire kugira ngo barakoresha indimi zitandukanye.
They're going to use different languages.
Bakwihuta sinzi bateganijwe.
I cannot. Praise God. Bwana asifiwe. Turekere umuntu usobanura cyangwa I can use. All right. Ndakoresha ururimi rw'icyongereza. Kubera ko ikibazo twese turi kuvugaho ntabwo ari ikibazo kiri private cyangwa gihishwe, ni ikibazo kirebwa n'isi yose, kandi si ntabwo yumva ikinyamurenge, yumva n'icyongereza. Thank you so much. I recognize the presence of all the dignitaries in this place. Ladies and gentlemen, greetings. My name is Mgwaneza Sandrine. I am a Congolese Mnyamlenge. Today we gather to salute and honor the life and legacy of our hero and father, General Rukunda Michel Makanika, whose patriotism and sacrifice for his community has become part of the modern history of the Democratic Republic of Congo, and more specific to the Banyamulenge community. General Rukunda Michel Makanika became known among many in our community as a figure of resolve and determination for the Banyamulenge people who have faced cycles of violence and marginalization. He represented a voice that insisted on protection, recognition, and survival. It cannot be denied that he stood at the center of a defining chapter for the Banyamulenge people. He became a symbol for resilience, to some, but undeniably a symbol of a people striving to endure in difficult times. As we commemorate him, let us also reflect on his vision. The greatest tribute to any leader is not only remembrance, like we've come here to commemorate and remember all the works that he did while he was still in this world. The greatest tribute is commitment, mostly commitment to the fulfillment of the vision of the leader. If General Rukunda Makanika has been our leader and has left people in his place, the best thing we can show him and make him more proud, even if he's not still here, is commitment to the fulfillment of his vision. The vision that made General Makanika leave his job, family, and stayed in the company of gunshots while protecting his people. Ladies and gentlemen, if we are praying for peace to come in Congo, we must prepare the capacity that can really bring that peace. There are many heroes, even apart from General Rukunda Makanika, many heroes that have died for that peace. And if indeed we are praying for peace, we must gather the capacity and the way to hold that peace in our country. We are Banyamulenge, and nothing can change that. Though we are in different countries, our identity still remains with us. How do we build the capacity to build a nation, if at all we love our nation? So this goes as a recommendation to all the Banyamulenge youths and everyone that really loves the Banyamulenge community. Let us study and excel in different careers. Personally, as a person, I've seen many youths, Banyamulenge youths, who don't want to study. Some of them just want to waste time. Others want to live a normal life. But in today's world, the only people that are recognized are people who have a standard, people who have studied, people who are unique in their different careers. If we have Banyamulenge who can speak, to be the who can accept and be the voice to the voiceless, then the world can really be challenged to work on our situation. Let the doctors be great doctors, not just doctors. Let the lawyers be great lawyers. Let the judges be great judges. And let the world see a mark on every Munyamlenge woman or man. We have pitied ourselves for a long time, a very long time, saying that we've gone through wars. But my great urge for all of us today is to stand in our capacities and support. Those people that can support with finances, like everyone has said here, they can still support. But the greatest thing we can work on is investing ourselves in wisdom and knowledge. The world today recognizes only people that have wisdom. If at all we lack the wisdom and the system, or the wisdom to understand the systems of the world, we will stay here. We shall stay in this situation forever. But if we stand out as the youths, people who can fight, they can go and fight, and people who can be educated, get careers, different careers, be great men and women, can make a change in this world. The life of the late General Makanika continues to live in our hearts. Like they said, heroes don't die. He might not be here physically, but his legacy still lives with us. And whatever he did still continues in us. We shall take on this take forever for God and my people. Mgwaneza Sandrine. Thank you so much.
Hanyuma witwa Denise, sinzi nimba ready.
I don't know if Denise is ready.
Ubwo mu Kinyarumurenge aho hari. Reka dukomeze rero. Sinzi ko amagambo yavuzwe na General Rukunda ko bayatunganije kuyandika.
I don't know if they are done with the
speeches. Bukomeze guca kuri screen kugira ngo bidufashe cyane. Hanyuma reka twakire n'ubundi nare narikiye cyamari sinzi cyane gusobanuriraho. Reka dusabe umushitsi mukuru rero niwe ugiye gukurikiraho.
Let us request our chief guest.
Hanyuma ayo magambo nari nsabye bakomeze bacishe kuri screen akomeza agenda cyaho dusoma agaruka.
I requested his quote to be passing on to be displayed on the screen.
Nagira ngo mbere yuko vuga basabe mwese muhaguruke.
Before I say anything, I request you to stand.
Fata iminota ibiri kugira ngo duhe agaciro intwari zacu zirimo intwari y'ikirenga Lieutenant General Makanika.
We want us to take a moment of silence to honor our heroes, our general inclusive.
MURAKOZE.
Thank you. You can take your seats.
Banyakubahwa muteraniye hano mwese.
Honorables gathering here.
Baturuka mu nzego zitandukanye ari z'amadini.
From different departments of the churches.
Baturuka mu miryango ya gakondo hirya no hino uhereye muri kino gihugu turimo cy'Ubugande.
From the families of Gakondo, starting with the country of Uganda.
Duciye bugufi guhagarara imbere yanyu kuri uyu munsi kwibuka ku nshuro ya mbere intwari zacu zirimo intwari y'ikirenga Lieutenant General Rukunda Michel.
We are humbled to be standing before you on this day of commemorating our heroes, Lieutenant General inclusive.
Ku nshuro ya mbere turibuka intwari zacu duharanira kubaho kwacu n'uburenganzira.
For the first time, we are commemorating our heroes fighting for our rights. So self-defense should be the first objective of this commemoration.
Kandi iyo ntego nyamukuru igomba kurangwa n'ubumwe ndetse duharanira uburinganire bwuzuye no kudasumbana mu gihugu cyacu.
So the main objective of this commemoration, we should fight for equality in our country.
Icyo gikorwa tuzirikana uyu munsi umuyobozi mukuru wa Twirwaneho Lieutenant General Rukunda Makanika yakoze.
The activity we are commemorating today, the leader of Twirwaneho did,
cyagezaho gitwara ubuzima bwe ndetse n'abandi benshi.
Reached at the extent of taking his life and many more.
Ni igikorwa cy'agaciro ku buryo tutagomba kugeraho tugitesha agaciro.
There is something precious to the extent we are not supposed to devalue it.
Kigomba kubahwa muri twe.
It is supposed to be valued in us.
Mu miryango yacu kigomba kuba ari ishingiro rikomeye.
In our family, it should be a great basis.
Abana turera umunsi tugomba kubibatoza.
The children we nurture daily, we should train them that.
Kugira ngo uwo murage uzahoreho.
For that inheritance to continue existing.
Kwibuka intwari tudazirikana ibyo zakoze byaba ari imfabusa.
Commemorating heroes without considering and giving value what they did can be vain.
Ariko kwibuka bigira agaciro iyo duhesha agaciro ibyo bakoze.
Commemoration is precious when you give value to what they did.
Mu buryo bw'umwihariko turaza kugaruka kuri afande Michel.
In a special way, we are going to talk about afande Michel.
Bamwe muri twe hano n'umubyeyi wacu.
Some of us amidst, he is our parent.
Abandi n'umuvandimwe.
To others, is a brother.
Abandi bamufata nk'umwana wabo bagende ku myaka.
Others take him as their child basing on the years.
Ariko ibyo byose yarabirenze ahinduka umubyeyi w'ubwoko.
But all he exceeded it and became a parent of our community.
Niyo mpamvu tumwibuka kandi tuzirikana imirimo ye.
That's why we commemorate and again put in consideration his deeds.
Igikorwa yakoze cyihariye.
The special thing he did.
Cyadusubije agaciro mu gihe twari mu mwijima mwinshi.
Gave us value in the darkest times we are passing through.
Igihe ababyeyi barimo kwangara mu misozi.
When parents were running up and down in mountains.
Igihe imihana yarimo gusha hirya no hino.
When villages were getting burnt now there and there.
Igihe mu karere hose hari harimo umuborogo.
When the whole region was crying.
Ageze mu misozi.
When he reached in the highlands.
Hongeye kubaho ihumure rishya.
There came new comfort.
Hongeye kuboneka imbaraga z'ibyiringiro byo kubaho.
There came power of hope of existence.
Imbaraga z'umwanzi zari zihari muri ico gihe.
The power of the enemy that was there during that time.
Intego nyamukuru yari yo gusenya no kumaraho no kurimbura.
The main objective was to destroy and to scorch each and every living creature.
Kandi uwo bagombaga kurimbura yari umunyamurenge.
And the one they were supposed to destroy was a munyamulenge.
Hari hakenewe umwana w'umunyamurenge cyangwa umugabo w'umunyamurenge kugira ngo ahinduke intwari icungura ubwoko bwacu.
We needed a son or a child of Banyamulenge to be our redeemer. That's when Lieutenant General Michel emerged. That's why we put his actions into great considerations. He found self-defense fighters scattered. He united those powers. After uniting those powers, reached an extent of using the enemy's power to defeat the enemy. For his wisdom of God, that had called in him in an appropriate time, it is the only God that enabled him. So we consider that activity in a special way.
I
want to phrase it in two categories as winding up.
muri twirwaneho.
The first phase is his duties in Twirwaneho.
Ninangiza ndavuga inshingano yadusigiye.
And again, I will talk about the duties he left us to do.
Twebwe twese twicaye hano dukeneye gukora.
All of us seated here, we need to accomplish.
Ndaba ndimo ndagana ku musozo.
I shall be approaching my end.
Imurenge ahageze.
When he reached in Imurenge,
yakoze ku buryo abanyamurenge bongera kugira ubumwe.
He did a lot for Banyamulenge again to gain unity.
Abantu babizi banakurikirana n'amateka barabizi ko twari dufiteho twirwaneho ziri mu turere dutandukanye.
To those who know and follow the history, we had self-defense fighters in different areas.
Kandi uko zari mu turere dutandukanye niko zakoraga ibintu mu buryo butandukanye.
And in the way they were in different areas, it is the way their missions were different.
Niko zitari zifite n'icerekezo kimwe.
That's how even they had no similar direction.
Ageze Imurenge,
when he reached in Imurenge,
yakoze ku buryo abantu bose bari aho ngaho abagira umwe.
He did a lot to unite all the people there.
Uretse babandi Bibiri zitubwira ngo n'abana bo kurimbuka.
Not leave alone those the Bible mentions that they are children of perishing.
Abana bo kurimbuka nibo batagiye mu bandi gusa.
Those children of perishing, they didn't join others.
Ariko abandi yakoze ku buryo bahinduka umuntu umwe.
He did a lot to unite the rest.
Yakoze ikindi gikorwa cya kabiri gikomeye.
He did another great thing.
Hari umunyamurenge wari Imurenge.
For Munyamulenge who was in Mulenge,
ariko hariho n'umunyamurenge wari hanze nko mu Bugande.
And there is one who was outside like Uganda here.
Aba banyamurenge bose bari barabuze aho bahurira.
All those Banyamulenge had no a center point.
Lieutenant General ageze ruguru.
When Lieutenant General reached in the highlands,
yahindutse centre ya connectivité y'abanyamurenge bose kwisi.
He became a center of connectivity of the Banyamulenge all over the world.
Uburyo ibibazo umuntu yarebaga ku giti cye.
For problems or challenges a person could look at a personal basis,
abanyamurenge batangiye kubirebera hamwe.
They started to see them in a united way.
Hahindukamwe imbaraga zo guhangana n'umwanzi.
So gave birth to powers to overcome the enemy.
Yakoze ikindi gikorwa cya gatatu gikomeye.
He also did another mighty thing.
Mu buhanga bwe n'ubwenge bwe Imana yari yaramuhaye.
In his wisdom that God had granted him,
niwe wahinduye amaboko y'umwanzi ayahindura amaboko amukubita uwo mwanzi wenyine.
He turned the arms of the enemy, the weapons beating the exact enemy.
Ntabwo bibaho ko ushobora kuba uhanganye n'umuntu.
It is not common for you facing a person
yarangiza akaba ari gutiza inkoni yo kumukubita.
And again grants you a stick to beat him back.
Ariko Imana yari yaramuhaye ubuhanga budasanzwe n'ubwenge.
But God had given him knowledge and wisdom that is unusual.
Ku buryo igihe abantu bamubazaga ngo ese kugiye ufite iki?
To the extent people questioned him, you are going, what do you have?
Yarasubije ngo iby'abanzi bafite n'ibyanje.
He said that what the possessions of the enemy are my possessions.
Iby'abanzi bafite nibyo nzakoresha kugira ngo mbagwanye.
The possessions they have, they are my weapons to use fighting them.
Ico ni igikorwa cya gatatu yakoze.
That is the third thing he did.
Mu kuremesha ubwoko bwacu.
In condoling and strengthening the community.
Igikorwa cya kane.
The fourth rather.
Bakigarutseho n'ubuntu budasanzwe n'urukundo yagaragaje.
It is his love and generosity that he manifested.
Yahasanze abantu bafite ibyiringiro bike.
He found people with limited hope.
Abaha ibyiringiro bisha.
And gave them new hope.
Yasanze ababyeyi abapapa n'abamama.
He found parents, fathers and mothers.
Babuze urukundo.
That lacked love.
Ahinduka isoko bavoma hugo rukundo.
And turned into a source where they fetch that love.
Bose bakicara bakavuga ngo ubwo Makanika hari.
And they could sit and say, if Makanika is there,
Imana ikabihari yamwohereje.
and God is also in existence that sent him, we won't be anything.
Ahinduka ibyiringiro bisha ubwoko bwacu.
He became new hope to our community.
Icyanyuma.
The last.
yahindutse umuyoboro w'ubuntu busha mu karere kose.
He became a pipeline for generosity in the whole region.
Ntabwo yakoze restauration mu gice kimwe ngo asige ikindi.
He didn't do restorations and reparations in one area and left the other.
Abantu bakurikiranye ngira ngo mu biterane yakoze muri iyi myaka ya nyuma.
If you followed up the conferences and the gatherings he conducted in his last years,
wabonaga ko arimo arakora restauration mu buryo bw'amatorero.
you could see that he is doing restoration in churches where the unity they have came from today. Those are the activities or actions he did that we can mention about briefly. He is very wide and huge in our hearts. He is large and wide in Banyamulenge that we cannot describe him. I do tell his family, and we condole on a daily basis. We cannot condole you more than you can do to us, because it is a person who had given us as a community. So we need to be condoled as the Banyamulenge. We lost a great hero. He left with great heroes also on that day. It was a day of total darkness in our eyes. Because it was a new hope, for the country had received the blood of a hero. For our hero had sacrificed his blood for the country. It was for the hope that we are going to regain the country. We were having darkness in our hearts, but if we see in front, we see new hopes. Stay strong, Banyamulenge, gathering here. There is new hopes because General gave a great sacrifice. What are our duties and responsibility therefore? What are we supposed to be doing? It is quite absurd for us to be standing here and talking about money. We are mentioning of those who don't contribute. We are for men to be advised by their women to give in their contributions. It is totally quite absurd. In case we have people giving a sacrifice of their lives, and at times we are commemorating Afande was spent a year not with us, and there is a person saying that they love him and they are not giving any small sacrifice. Giving the money you have, it is the small sacrifice you can give to the country. 10,000 is $2. Giving all the money you have, not the $2. It is the smallest sacrifice one can offer to the country. Not a second of it, the whole money that you have. It is the smallest sacrifice one is offered to, supposed to offer the country. Some are giving the offertory of their life. Others are offering the offertories of their body parts. Getting money and you contribute. Shouldn't be something we are talking about because it is the smallest. If we are commemorating our heroes on this day, let us think about the responsibilities they left us with. We discussed with one person previously. He told me something that overstayed in me. People called and asked him, what are we supposed to do? And they are all men. They told him, we have no power to go to redeem others. Yes, I accept of it. You're not able to go there. The second thing you're not able to do, what is it? We are not seeing any other option. He asked them that. The community you are in, don't we have children who left their spouses there? They are there. Who helps them? That we don't know. So how do you think that we shall convince one youth having a wife and the child to go for rescue mission when the other one who left their wife behind, the children are sleeping overnight? You see, the responsibilities that we have are great. The responsibilities are not discriminating upon the age. For us to hold tight what the general did, each and everyone must hear that they have responsibilities to fulfill. You might be a wife, but you have no ability financially. But if you have bought a sack of rice, you're not supposed to eat when a child of a patriot who went for a rescue mission is sleeping, not eating. All the time you eat when a child of a patriot is not eating, you shall be not giving value to the blood of our heroes. That is the first responsibility we have. It is for us to do whatever thing we are able to do before us asking others to do what they are able to do. The second responsibility, it is for us to hold tight to the unity amidst us. Unity is the only pillar that can help us to fight this offensive thing. For one of us is out of us, we are like those cooking stones that when one is out, we cannot eat. The pillar that can help us to fight defensive wise, it is to be united. The third responsibility that we have, it is to love the country the same way we love ourselves. The country is our blood. The country is your blood. So we should love that blood of ours the same way we love ourselves. There are people who prioritize the country last. Whenever you prioritize your country at the 15th position, in what you value on your daily basis, just know that your life is, your number is at 15. We have to love the country the same way we love ourselves.
tugomba gukundana hagati yacu.
We have to love one another amidst us.
Kuko gukundana hagati yacu nibyo bifasha bwa bumwe navuze haruguru.
Loving ourselves is an ingredient to our unity.
Navuze ico kurinda no gusigasira iby'intwari zacu zakoze.
I did about preserving and protecting the legacies of our heroes.
Ni inshingano ikomeye.
Is a great duty.
Iyanyuma,
the last,
tugomba kuva mu bantu bareberera tukaja mu bantu bakora.
We are supposed to live from those people who just watch to people who act.
Dufite abantu benshi bigize indorerezi z'ibibazo.
We have a lot of people who are watchmen.
Noneho bakaba bafite abandi bantu ngo bategereje bazabibakemurira.
And they are waiting for other people to come and solve their problems.
Kandi abo bategereje bagomba kubibakemurira.
And those they are waiting for to come and solve their problems.
Ibyo bibazo ntabwo biri kuri nimero ya mbere.
Those problems are not their priorities.
Tugomba kuva mu ndorerezi tukaja mu bakora.
We have to leave those who are just watching to those who are acting.
Iyo ni inshingano dufite yindi ikomeye.
That is also a duty that is great we have.
Afande yaravuze ngo,
Afande said,
nguwogera uwe ntabwo yambura. Nta mwanya dufite wo kuja kwitunganya.
We have no time to go for other preparations.
Mu gihe cyose turi mu rugamba.
For the time we are in a battlefield,
dukeneye kugenda twiteguye buri munsi.
We have to go well prepared each and every day.
Noneho tukava mu ndorerezi tukaja mu bakora.
We leave those just watching to those just acting.
Mwemere dufate inshingano ziri imbere yacu.
Accept and we take responsibilities that are before us.
Banyamurenge rero muri hano.
Banyamulenge who are here.
Nagira ngo bashimire.
I want to thank you.
Bashimire kubwo kubahiriza kino gikorwa.
Thank you for honoring this event.
Hano muri kino gihugu ca Uganda.
In this country of Uganda.
Kwitabira mungana gutya ni ishema ridasanzwe.
Your presence is unspeakable pride.
Reka nongere nshimire inshuti zacu zatwitabye.
Let me again thank our friends who honored our invitation.
Mu izina ry'umuryango.
In the name of the family.
Izina ry'umuyobozi mukuru utari hano.
And the senior leader who is not here.
Ndetse n'ubuyobozi bwose bw'umuryango wacu.
And the entire leadership of our family.
Turabashimiye kubw'urukundo nshuti zacu.
We thank you for the love of friends.
Kandi mukomeze kudukunda muri bino bihe bikomeye.
Keep on loving us in these hard times we are passing through.
Kugira ngo dukomeze iyi ntambwe turimwo yo kwibohora.
For us to continue this pace of redeeming ourselves we are in.
Kandi turizera tudashidikanya ko hamwe n'imbaraga zanyu.
And with hope without doubting, together with your powers.
Nizacu twebwe.
Ours inclusive.
Ndetse n'Imana ishobora byose.
Together with God who is able to do all.
Urugamba turimo umunsi umwe tuzagera ku musozo wawo.
This war we are into one time shall come to an end.
Murakarama murakagira Imana.
Long live, may you have God.
Arakoze cyane muyobozi.
Thank you so much, the leader.
Eze kumwanya wo gusoza inshingano bampaye.
I'm concluding my responsibilities.
Nagira naje nsoze nshimira abantu.
I also want to conclude while thanking people.
Hanyuma ntanga ubutumwa bugufi.
And also give a short recommendation.
Ndabangiye gusubiza ijambo n'ubundi umuyobozi wa gakondo muri Uganda.
I will be giving a word again to the leader of Gakondo in Uganda.
Niwe watumiye kandi niwe uje kubasezerera.
He is the one who invited you and he's the one who are going to end the session.
Fashe umwanya rero wo gushimira abantu mwese muri hano.
I picked this opportunity therefore to thank all the people who are here.
By'umwihariko abashumba b'amatorero n'abapastori muri rusange.
In a special way, pastors.
Kuba mwabahaye agaciro kuba muri uyu mwanya.
For having honored to be in this particular time.
Kuko n'umwanya w'agaciro gakomeye.
It is a precious moment right now.
Yabivuze Reverend Maisha arimo kubwiriza.
While the Reverend was preaching, he mentioned of it.
Hari igihe dufata ibintu bimwe tukabigira iby'umwuka ibindi tukabikuramo.
Sometimes we take things of the spirit and others not.
Ariko nagira ngo mvuge ko igikorwa turimo none tutigeze dusohoka mu mwuka namba.
Let me tell you that we are not out of the spirit.
n'inshingano z'itorero gushimangira uburyo bwo kwiyubaka mu buryo bwose.
It is the duty of the church to emphasize more self-defense.
Kuko igikorwa cyo kubaka igihugu no kurwanya ishyaka ry'igihugu, gutabara igihugu,
the duty of building a nation and rescuing it in times of trouble.
ababyigisha bose n'ababikora bose babikombora muri Bibiliya ijambo ry'Imana.
Whoever that teaches and preaches about it is getting a reference from the Bible.
kandi nicyo kuyobora imitekerereze yacu n'urwo rufatiro rw'imyizerere yacu.
And that is the foundation of our thinking.
Rero ndabashimira mu by'ukuri Imana ibahe umugisha.
I highly appreciate you and may God bless you.
Icy'ingenzi cyane muri byo,
what is so crucial,
igikorwa cyo kubaka ubumwe n'ubwiyunge hagati mu bantu, gushimangira ubufatanye n'ubumwe,
building unity and togetherness among people,
niyo doctrine y'itorero.
It is the doctrine of the church.
Kuko itorero ritigishije abantu gukundana no gukorera hamwe no gufatanya ryaba ryasinzwe cyane.
If a church is not teaching people to work together and to be united, indeed it is in a failure.
Ubutumwa bwanje bugufi,
that is my short message.
ndabwira abayobozi ba gakondo njewe,
telling the leaders of Gakondo,
hari icyo tugomba gufatanyamo twese mu bufatanye, itorero n'abayobozi ba community yacu.
That is what we have to work together, the church and the leaders of our community.
Kuko hari icyo umwanzi yakoresheje, intwaro ya rutura umwanzi yakoreshe cyane turwana nayo.
There is a weapon, a great weapon the enemy used.
Nubwo duhora turwana n'amasasu,
though we are fighting with bullets,
ariko cyane cyane intwaro mbi duhora turwana nayo n'intwaro y'amacakubiri.
The great weapon we are facing right now is divisionism.
Iyo niyo nagira ngo dufatanye twese tuyirwanye cyane.
That's what I want us to join hands together and fight it hard.
Kubyigisha mu miryango,
teaching it in families,
kubyigisha mu matorero,
in churches.
Hanyuma iyo niyo ntwaro mbi.
That is a great and bad weapon.
Nidushobora kubaka ubumwe rero hagati yacu, intambara y'indi yose tuzayitsinda byoroshye cyane.
If we are able to build unity amidst us, any kind of war, we shall overcome it.
Ari ijambo yavuze umuyobozi wa gakondo ngo iri jambo Yesu yavuze ngo umuntu nakubita umusaya ngo ahindura kubita undi.
If they beat you this cheek and turn around the other one.
Noneho twebwe ntitunawohindura gusa ngo ukubitwe, ahubwo natwe ubwacu tubora natwe tukawukubita.
We're also doing the same, beating it.
Ni igihe cyacu cyo guhumuka amaso tukarambura amaso.
This is the time for eye opening.
Abantu bave mu nzira za kera.
You live the ancient ways.
Duhaguruke mu mbaraga zo haba mu itorero.
Let us stand in the powers, be in the church.
Induka ibi cyitwe kibi.
A bad thing be named as bad thing.
Kandi cyiza cyitwe cyiza kandi gikorwe nk'icyiza.
And a good thing be named a good thing and be imitated.
Ico gihe rero biratureba, narimo nitegereza abayobozi ba za mitorite bahaguruka.
I was seeing the leaders of our community while standing.
Bishobotse wenda ndagira ngo n'uturere tugiye tuvamo.
I think we come from different regions.
Hari ikintu rero kigoye kubona mu karere kamwe hoboneka abayobozi babiri bayoboye imitwarite y'ubwoko bumwe.
We see two different leaders leading a community.
Nibaza ko icyo kintu kidashoboka, ni ikintu kidagomba kubaho.
I think it is impossible and it shouldn't be there.
Iyo niyo recommendation yanje jewe natanga.
That is my recommendation
ku bayobozi ba gakondo,
to the leaders of Gakondo.
Hagomba kubaho umuyobozi wa community umwe.
We should have a leader, one leader for the community.
Ariko ntihoboneka abayobozi babiri ba community imwe muri mu karere kamwe.
There shouldn't be two leaders of one community in the same region.
That is my recommendation.
Ubwo nibwo butumwa bwanjye.
Rwose icyo kintu kizadufasha. Hari igihe intwaro ibaho.
There is a weapon that exists.
Rimwe na rimwe natwe tugatiza umwanzi imbaraga zo kugira ngo ayikoreshe kandi dusenye cyane.
And we give encouragement to an enemy to defeat us using that weapon.
Icyo nizera ko kizadufasha cyane.
So I think that shall help us.
Natwe ku rwacu ruhande tuzacigisha abakristo gukundana no kuba umuntu umwe.
And on our side we shall teach loving each other and unity.
Niyo yaravuze narivuze Reverend Michel yavuze hari igihe usanga abantu hanze bagacikamo.
People outside here they do separate.
Ariko twarangiza tukagaruka tukumva koko twosangira igikombe kimwe cy'ameza mu itorero.
And we come back on the same Holy Communion in the church.
ariko tumwe mu kwizera tube n'umwe muri community tumwe mu ntego tuzagera ku ntsinzi.
Let us be one in faith, and outside there in the community we shall reach our purpose.
Murakoze cyane, ndabashimiye, nshimiye abarwana
Thank you, I thank the patriots
ku butumwa batanze
for the speeches they gave.
Kandi biratureba twese.
It is upon us all.
Abe no gutabara nigeze kubwira umushumba umwe mugenzi wanje.
I once told my fellow pastor
mu bihumbi 2010 ngira ngo ni 9
in 2019
ubwo intambara yatangiye 2017 18 19 20 niho namubwiye nari Kampala ku ishuri.
I was in Kampala here to school in 2020.
Ndamubwira mu ijoro, ndamubwira ati akazi k'abagabo kabaye dutahe tuje mu gihugu.
I told him that the work of men is now commencing, so let us go back home.
Kandi numvaga namashije rwose.
And I was feeling indeed the zeal to go there.
Wacha nibutse ijambo rimwe ryankomye imbere.
My partner told me one word.
Ariko nari natashe.
But I almost went there.
Shatse kuvuga iki?
What do I want to mean?
People
think there are those that is up to them and those not supposed to be facing them. But it is upon us all. Despite the age, even the physical ability, the financial ability. Sometimes pastors do say, contribute and Christians shall do this and this.
Na Yesu yavukiye mu bwoko kandi gwarangiza nabatangiraga aravuga ngo mubanze muhere mu bwoko mu Bayuda.
Even Christ was born in that community, and they say the start of evangelism, you start there.
Nimuva mu Bayuda mubone kuja mu yandi mahanga.
After leaving the Jews, go to other communities.
Simbizi rero niba tuzaba abantu kwandika Bibiliya kuruta Yesu wayihumetse.
So I don't know if we can write the Bible more than Christ who commanded it.
Gutabara ni igikorwa cyacu.
So redeeming others is our activity, and there is a mandatory duty in all possible ways. Praying God, preaching peace, and working upon it. And the mighty hand of God, we shall reach on it. We have great faith that country we shall dwell in it while it is peaceful. It is a principle of God. It is the one who gave us that land. So don't be weakened. Don't quit. Fight with resilience. Whoever person in his abilities and position, we construct ourselves. We give value to ourselves. And the nations shall also obey us. May God bless you so much. Let me welcome the chairman to come and conclude the session. He's the one who invited you. Thank you so much.
ndabona turimo dugana ku musozo w'ibirori byacu.
We are approaching the conclusion of our event.
Turabashimira ituje mwagaragaje.
We thank you for the calmness you manifested.
Bigaragaza neza ko mwategereye kandi mwumvise.
It shows that indeed you understood well.
Buri muntu akuri hambaha.
Let each one take what to take home from here.
Zituma afata ingamba nshasha.
To take new measures.
Kuko mwumvise ko dufite ibyo dusabwa kandi byinshi.
We have a lot of duties that we have to accomplish.
Kwibuka no gushira mu bikorwa.
Commemorating is putting into actions
imbaraga,
power,
kugira ngo tuzogere
for us to reach
kuki Intwari zari zigambiriye kugeraho.
on the vision of our heroes.
Mudukuri ntabwo tugiye gutanga amayandi madiskuru yavuzwe nyuma y'ijambo.
To give other speeches were given.
Nyuma y'ijambo ry'umushyitsi mukuru nta kindi cyagomba.
There is no any other speech to pass after the chief guest.
Twari dufashe umwanya kugira ngo tubashimire.
We have taken this opportunity to thank you all.
Mwagize neza.
You did well.
Abashyitsi bacu.
Our guests.
Mwagize neza kuba hano.
You did well to be here.
Abantu bavuye hirya no hino.
People from different directions.
Mwagize neza kuba hano.
You did well to be here.
Rero tugeze turashaka ko abari ari ku muryango bazana icyo kunywa.
We need that those the ushers
batambutse bihuta kugira ngo tugisengere hanyuma tugisangire.
To bring refreshments, we pray for them and we share.
Abari hafi nibihute batuzanire kesi imwe hano bayisengere.
Those near, please, you bring back.
Mon père Bishop Jonas mikoro kugira ngo abashe
give a microphone to Bishop Jonas to pray.
Hasigaye rero turabasezeye.
And now we are bidding farewell to you.
Nyuma yo gufata icyo kunywa.
After taking a refreshment,
tujyane n'amahoro y'Imana.
We go with the peace of the Lord.
Itangazo rito gusa abahagarariye za mutualite tuje guhurira hari akanya gato y'inkiminota 5.
The leaders of our communities, please, we meet outside there like for 5 minutes.
Turagushima Mana yacu igira neza. We wabanye natwe kuva mu gitondo gahunda zitangira kugeza aya masaha. Watugiriye neza, ikirere kiba cyiza, wagiriye neza abantu bose bashoboye kugera hano. Muri gahunda zose twabonye ikiganza cyawe cyiza. Tugeze ku mwanya wo gusoza ndetse tugiye gufata ikinyobwa. Uceze ugihe umugisha. Umugisha aho kivuye, umugisha imibiri igiye kucyakira. Ukomeze kutwibuka mu gihe turimo, uri Imana yacu ibihe byose. Urakoze kuri kumwe natwe, kuzuba muri icubahiro, ni mu izina ryawe Yesu tubisabye. Amen.